Hey, what it do?
Ahoy!
What's up? Good Friday. What's going on? Oh, I heard you're kind of Schultzy over there. What's going on?
Tiger. Not good.
Tiger Woods.
Yes.
Are you upset?
We were hoping for that Masters. We were hoping for that Masters return.
Well, you know, he said that he wasn't playing the Masters.
Oh, did he? When did he say that?
He didn't say that. Trump said that.
Oh. Yeah, that guy can't keep a secret.
Trump kind of ratted him out.
Oh.
So he... Okay. Welcome to the show.
Yep.
Let's be sad and talk about Tiger.
Wah, wah. Can we talk about those great evening games last... Oh, wait, no. Hey, we can live bet the Yukon women are underway. I was looking at live betting that.
Yeah, what's the spread tonight?
It was 29.5 at the start of the game.
They're playing North Carolina.
I know, who's like a 4 seed. So I thought about jumping on my Lady Heels at 29.5, but I was like, nah, we're gonna wait till the half. Although right now, I mean, it's
what's the score?
Oh God, see, I should have jumped all over this.
They're up 37. Aren't
No,
they?
it's 20-28 at the half.
Oh well, there you go. There's your halftime.
Yeah, I got to
look.
What's
the halftime spread?
Yeah, but I could have had it at 28.5 to start the game.
Don't be surprised if it's not 30.
Let's take a look.
They're winning?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet it's close to the same. Don't you think?
I wouldn't think so. It's an 8-point lead.
Well, I know, but dude, that's like 6. You know, it's kind of 16. So UConn can go on a 10-point run, and
it's true. I
mean, the other day they were up 53, and the spread was almost 75.
See, I don't like this. It's down to 22.5.
See, I think you bet UConn.
I think yeah. But I love getting the points. The points make me happy.
Yeah, you're a plus money guy.
I'm a plus money guy, but yeah, I'm kicking myself. I literally was sitting there today, and I saw that it was like a 2:15 tip, and I'm like, I should bet this now. And I was like, nah, we'll wait. I bet the half will come right around the start of the show. I figured by then UConn's up by 30.
You loser.
We get the inflated line. Maybe I get 40. Now I got to take 22.5. I don't like that.
Well,
kind of ruins my whole thing.
Sorry. It's a rough day for you.
It is a rough day for me.
It's a rough day for all of us.
I don't like that.
We're being hijacked by Tiger Woods news again.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy can't stop being a part of our show.
No.
We've been talking about him all week.
Yeah. Well, we needed something after... good for you. We needed something after the TGL was over, and he gave it to us.
Well, he's clearly taking the TGL loss quite hard.
Yes. I mean, much like after 9/11 and then the Rick Pitino thing, does Tiger do the, well, it was after the TGL loss, and I missed that putt, and, it's dealing with these teeth right now. There's a lot going on in my life. And then next thing you know, wah, over on the side.
Well, here's what happened. If you're just tuning in, Tiger Woods has been involved in another rollover car accident.
Yeah. Although rollover, this was more of a side.
Yeah, he kind of tipped it over.
He tipped it over.
What?
Look.
What?
Let's be fair here. Did he get all pilled out and tip his car? Yes. Did he roll his car?
Yeah, he tipped it.
He tipped
didn't. It wasn't as bad as the first one. He is okay.
Yeah.
So for those that are just hearing of this news, Tiger is not dead.
No. He is arrested, though.
Yes, he got another DUI. They said that. Well, here, I'll just read this to you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll read you the.
I enjoyed that the Jupiter, Florida police had to have a press conference about it.
Well, they know. They're not stupid. Everybody wants to know. They probably get a million calls. Like, let's just have a press conference. Throw him under the bus.
Yeah.
So, Sheriff John Joe Biden?
That guy?
Conspiracy.
Budenholzer's out there?
Remember, he's with the Trump now, Tiger is.
Oh, yeah, he's a Trump guy.
So maybe this is just the libs.
Dude, they're coming for him again. Fake news.
The libs coming at Tiger.
Hey, he blew 0 on the breathalyzer, so I'm calling fake news.
Yeah, that's right. No booze.
No.
Tiger doesn't like booze. We know that.
No.
So that's good.
He likes the pills, though.
So Sheriff John Budenseek of the Martin County Sheriff's Office confirmed the accident had occurred Friday afternoon when the driver of a Land Rover attempted to overtake a pickup truck pulling a pressure cleaner trailer at a high rate of speed on a 2-lane road.
Now, to be fair, again, who hasn't been stuck behind some donkey pulling a trailer and you're like, hey, speed it up. I got places to go. He's probably on his way to get more pills. I got to go. Let's go.
After the accident, the driver of the Land Rover was able to crawl out of the passenger door and was confirmed to be Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Woods was stated to have demonstrated signs of impairment at the scene, though they did not suspect alcohol use. He later blew a 0.0 on a breathalyzer test, but he refused a urinalysis, Woods has since been charged with a DUI with property damage and refusal to submit to a lawful test. He will remain in custody for at least 8 hours. Woods was described as cooperative, but not trying to incriminate himself. Neither party involved was injured, per the sheriff's report.
By the way, looking at the photos, Tiger, first, it's a residential area, first and foremost.
He's like right by his house.
Yeah, and my man went on the lawn to pass him? Like, what
It kind of looks that way.
What are you doing?
Well, he's pilled out.
My God.
He's all pilled out.
It's like,
He's not in his right mind.
just some residential area, and you can't wait the 2 minutes to go around the trailer?
This hurts me.
I know.
What a ride this guy's life is.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I know.
Tiger. Can somebody slap him around?
You're worth like $1 billion.
God, no kidding.
Can we get... Remember when Diddy had that one guy, like, was it Farmsworth, the guy that had a little bow tie who always carried the umbrella? Just get one of those guys. Can we just get someone to
Get
handle...
a driver.
Yeah, like...
Get a driver.
Like an all-encompassing guy that can take care of the ladies. He runs the double cell phone. He's driving you around. He'll get you the pills. Let's,
And not a tailor-made.
No.
A real driver. God, it's almost like his favorite thing to do when he gets all pilled up is drive.
Yeah.
Why does he do this?
It's not a good idea. It's
God,
not.
it's the black privilege. I tell you, I'm so tired of this.
I think that's the Asian privilege.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. That was a joke. I was
That
just
was a
joking. Just joking.
Joke.
Haha.
Everybody.
Yeah, we're just goofing off here.
But yeah, there's
It's
car
just-
service.
dude,
somebody.
Do you know of
Take away his
any other?
license.
Do you know of any other billionaire that even drives? Does Elon Musk drive?
I don't think so.
Does Bezos drive?
Well, here's the other thing too.
Why does he drive?
You know, I don't pay for it. Like, I do not have a super fancy car, but you can pay for a service now where the car drives itself. Ford has it. Tesla has it. Like, they're not that expensive.
Right.
It's like a couple $100 for a year, and it can drive you. It can drive you. Just come on, Tiger.
And it wouldn't pass the pressure washer trailer.
No.
It would stay behind.
And maybe that's the problem. Is Tiger he's like, Waymo, around the pressure washer, and Waymo's like, I can't. And then Tiger takes the wheel, and away he goes.
God, unbelievable.
Yeah, that's not good.
So what he said was, he didn't say this, but Trump said that he wasn't playing in the Masters.
Okay.
And that was news to everyone.
Yeah.
He hasn't said anything. And then there was this bit where somebody saw that he signed up to play in the U.S. Senior Open. Mm-hmm. Like, I guess you have to fill something out.
Sure.
And he did.
Oh.
And so that made headlines. And everybody was like, oh, my God, Tiger's going to play against the old men in the U.S. Senior Open, which I don't know whether that's
kind of cool.
Good or bad. I mean, I guess he can ride in a cart there.
Yeah, the seniors can do the cart.
So he doesn't have to walk.
I'd watch that.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people would.
Yeah.
But now, probably not.
Isn't it the Champions Tour, though?
Whatever it is.
I don't like you calling it the Senior Tour.
Bro, I am a huge golf fan. You know I'll watch almost any golf tournament. But there is not a worse feeling. Well, there are worse feelings. But it is a bad feeling when you turn on a golf tournament. You're like, oh, what's this tournament? And you see that it's the old guys.
Yeah.
I have no interest.
No. They're
like
actually losers.
Ernie Els and all those guys. I'd turn it instantly. I'd rather watch LPGA. I'd rather watch DP World. I'd rather watch Live.
Do you know who Paul Goidos?
Yeah, Paul Goidos, yeah.
Well, he's the leader right now.
Yeah, exactly. See, this is my point.
This is at Newport Castle Country Club, and he's currently the leader at 9 under. That doesn't do it for you?
No, like I just said.
Hey, David Duvall's in this.
I know. Ernie Els is in it. I should love it. I don't. Every time I turn into an old man tournament, I instantly turn it.
I kind of like the names on this. Maybe this is going to be my new gig.
And here's the other thing.
Because I don't watch a lot of outside of the majors. Maybe I just need to start watching the Champions Tour.
Yeah, good luck. TGL's better than the Champions Tour. The Champions Tour is just a bunch of guys making pars.
Hey, TGL's awesome.
I mean, those guys don't even. It's like watching your old dad.
Yeah.
You know, like center of the fairway, hit the green 2-putt. That's all it is. There's no great shots.
It's exciting.
It is not exciting.
Why do you have to have?
Well, I'm pissed off. Tiger's pissed me off.
Yeah, well,
I need him to get a life.
He's got one, bro. And that life right now includes a lot of pills and driving. Look, in all seriousness, like when you've had that many surgeries and you know that guy is in constant pain. Remember the last time he attempted to play? I forget what golfer it was that said that Tiger showed him and there were pins sticking through his skin and Tiger was attempting to play and he had rubbed like some of those ankle pins from that surgery. They were sticking out. So clearly that dude is in constant pain. So it makes sense that, let's at least be fair. He's not just taking pills to take pills. That guy's body is probably racked with pain.
Cause you high.
Well,
That
again,
being
just
said,
don't drive.
It's bigger than that. He needs to get some help. Because that's the thing. Yes, I understand that you need pills to get by, but it's amazing that you haven't died. It's amazing you haven't killed someone else. And on top of you can't make good decisions, if you need pills this bad to where you're this impaired when you're driving,
well, it's 2:00 in the afternoon.
Exactly.
In your neighborhood.
It's only a matter of time before, whether it's driving or the pills themselves, like you got to figure this thing out.
So he had the Elin fire hydrant thing.
Yeah.
Which, that one.
Well, he was on Ambien and allegedly.
Maybe you can give him a pass for that.
Really?
Look, he was trying to get out of there.
He had no choice. She was coming at him with a 5-iron.
Well, yeah, wouldn't you?
He's like, I'm in no state to drive, but I can't stay here.
Okay, so he had that.
Yeah.
He had the Dewey on the side of the road where he's
the mugshots.
Housed.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even the mugshot. There's video of them trying to administer a field sobriety test. The guy's wasted.
Yeah.
Because I think, didn't they pull up on him? He was just sitting there on the side of the road.
I think
behind the wheel.
He might have been taking a little snoozers.
And then he had the big rollover accident that shattered his leg.
Yep.
That was in L.A.
Yep.
And now this. Am I missing? Is there another one in there? Did he have another Dewey in there?
I'll have to look. I think those are the ones that I know of. I mean, those are the ones that come at the top of my head.
God,
And you wonder, all of those are the ones that we know about. So how many that we don't know about? How many mailboxes? How many skin of your teeth sort of things as that guy had? It's the Kobe Bryant thing. That ain't the first time, man, that you got caught. Like you've been doing this a bunch. And again, the one almost killed him. And if that doesn't sober you up and realize you shouldn't be behind the wheel, damn near cost you your life and your leg. Figure it out.
Maybe he needs to go to Trump, get a pardon. He's got an in now.
Yeah.
Something.
Tiger was supposed to help solve college football and all their problems, though. Can he do that now?
Was he on the committee?
He was.
Yeah, he was on that committee.
Oh my God.
Can he do that now that he's arrested?
Yeah. And by the way, Tiger was passed. The 3 a.m.
I think it makes him more qualified.
Probably, yeah. He got upgraded.
I got him and Tom.
He got
upgraded.
Yeah.
Promotion.
He was indeed passed out at the wheel at 3 a.m.
Yeah, that was not this one.
No, the one you were talking about.
This one was at 2:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Yeah, we covered all the big ones. I generally feel bad for him, and
Then he's got the whole sex thing.
yeah, that one. That's
I think it's really sexy.
That one makes me mad that the Masters. Who was it? Was it Woody that made him do that? Remember he had that press conference in front of his mom, and the Masters scolded him.
Nah.
And made him apologize for liking Skush. Get out of here with that. Tiger should have stood up and been like, yeah, I did it, and I'm going to keep
women
doing
are
it.
sluts.
That one to this day bothers me. That piece of crap. I think it wasn't it Woody? Who was the guy that was in charge of Augusta? He had a real Hootie. Yeah, that guy.
Hootie's something.
Yeah, and he went
Hootie
on.
Johnson.
He literally went and had a press conference and scolded a grown man because he likes waitresses. And Tiger had to sit there and I'm sorry, everybody. Ain't no one's business what you do. You like Perkins wait. That's between you and your wife and a 5-iron. Everyone else, including Hootie, can bite me.
Yeah.
But this.
I was a little worried he was dead today.
Yeah.
Because they weren't saying anything.
No. Well, I was playing golf, and the great man that is Liquor Rick, who's he's the number one golf fan. He texts me, and all he says is Tiger, 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 and then the sad face. Yeah. And I thought the same thing. I was like, oh my God, he's died.
Dead.
Yeah, that was my first thought. I'm like, he's dead. And then so I grabbed my phone out of the bag, go to ESPN, and I see the car, and I'm like, oh yeah, he's dead. And then I was like, oh, I just DUI. So in that way, it ended up being a good thing. I thought he was dead. Turns out just another Dewey. You're like,
Oh, yeah. Whatever. Just another Dewey. It happens.
Good
Do
little
you
thing.
think do you think that when Tiger checks out, they'll have a separate funeral for his teeth?
Those teeth will last forever. Maybe, like when you do organ donation, can he donate those teeth to needy kids? I bet you those teeth, you could probably fill 3-4 mouths with those bad boys. That's a lot of teeth.
They'd fetch a lot on auction. You just put them on auction. People are going to buy those things.
Yeah, if you go to Mount Vernon, they have Washington's teeth. It's Very unsettling.
Would you get more if you split him? And I just bought a tooth,
You bought it goes on eBay.
like a tiger chiclet.
Darren Ravel would buy one.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, would you get more if you split him, or if you just gave him if you just put his big old smile up there?
That's a good question.
You know, it was 20. How many teeth are there? I don't know how many teeth he has.
I think he has less teeth because they're so big. I think each tooth is like worth
he
2.
has 6 teeth.
They're just really large.
All right. Well, I can't wait to hear what he says now.
32 permanent teeth, by the way.
Oh, 32. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's gonna. I mean, he's just gonna give us the same old runaround, same old crap, I guess.
Accident and
I got to be better. And
he might fall. He might fall on the sword and be like, I really need some help, and
I doubt it.
Now he needs to come out and play the Masters and come out with a triumphant return.
Come out all pilled up at the Masters.
Just lean into it. I want the old Tiger back, man. Just get
Wouldn't that be something?
Just get some waitresses and just take whatever you want.
Well, the real question is, does Jupiter? Does the TGL team punish him?
Yeah, isn't it his team?
Oh yeah, right. They won't.
Could he punish himself? Do like a Will Wade thing and be like, yeah.
All right, sorry guys, I can't play TGL next year. I'm gonna suspend myself.
Yeah, sorry about that. But hey,
I'll be supporting you.
He's only suspended himself for the opening round, the opening match. He'll be back in time for the playoffs.
That's the other thing about him. When this happened, when I read about this, there were very few details. It was just, car accident.
Yeah.
Nobody in the world thought, he just, got in a little car accident.
No.
You knew, because of his history, you knew it was nefarious.
Yeah, 100%.
You were just waiting for the details.
Yep.
And here we are.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's enough Tiger talk.
No Buick either. I mean, come on.
Yeah, Range Rover?
Range Rover.
Huh.
Makes sense.
Well, he's rich.
Yeah.
I guess.
That's the rich guy SUV. I was thinking maybe G-Wagon, but Range Rover, I see it.
No.
But it was not a Buick Enclave.
No. Yeah, I don't know about the Range Rover. I'm out on the Range Rover, I think.
Well, you're not a
rich.
rich suburban white woman.
Yeah, he's a black guy.
Well, apparently he likes the urban taste.
Coming up, let's get into Sweet 16 action. We've got 4 more games tonight, and how do you only have 4 guys on the court? That's next on The Fan.
Bro.
Hello. Out of hoops. Should be fun tonight.
Well, we thought it was going to be fun last night, but the early games, which were the ones everyone kind of thought were duds,
They were great.
Those turned out to be great, and the two night games, we were like, bleh.
Yeah, they were bleh.
We didn't remember we mentioned, like, if Houston, their offense goes through stretches where they can't score and it gets really ugly, my God.
Yeah.
Apparently that stretch means the entire game.
Well, Illinois played great.
Yeah.
Beat them by double digits. Didn't even get to see any of Arkansas, Arizona. It was such a blowout. I saw the score. I'm like, I'm not even turning over there.
Yeah, like, whatever. I kept an eye on it because, it was like, hey, is there, if it got within, 10 or something, but Arizona just, they shilladed them. Worst loss in Calipari's career in the tournament.
Now, do you so I watched the highlights of Iowa, Nebraska. We were on the air.
Yeah, and we were watching the Purdue game.
So the Purdue game, and by the way, there's something jumped out to me about that game too, because we were talking about the end of that yesterday.
Yeah.
And Kaufman-Wren got that tip in, and he shoved the guy.
He got away with one.
Why was the 7-foot guy for Texas not in there?
I think he fouled out, did he not?
No, the other guy fouled out. I don't think he fouled out.
Yeah, the Purdue big fouled out, and the
other Texas
Yeah,
guy.
I know the big Purdue guy fouled out. The Ukrainian didn't? I guess he's Lithuanian, sorry. That I don't know.
I don't think he fouled out.
Maybe it was one of those offense-defense subs, and they couldn't get him back in time?
Yeah, he only had 4 fouls, so he just was not in the game.
Why was he not in the game?
Don't know.
Because Purdue didn't have their big guy either, so I think they were probably trying to match.
Yeah, just match
speed for speed.
Yeah,
there.
speed and just matchups.
Sean Miller's an idiot.
It was a foul, though. I mean, it was.
So,
but as we were talking about this yesterday, they won't call that, especially with no time left, because that would have been Texas going down to shoot a free throw to win the game. It's the Hail Mary thing. Like, you have to literally commit a murder in order to get that whistle call. So kudos to Purdue, because that's clearly a shove.
So in the other game, I watched the highlights of it this morning. Just happened to catch what happened with Iowa, Nebraska.
One of the craziest things I've ever seen.
Dude, they forgot the Egyptian.
Yeah, they said 4 white guys.
What is happening?
Were the 4 white guys so good that they didn't need the Egyptian? And by the way, I mean, that was a crucial play of the game. And
if you didn't see it, Nebraska only had 4 guys on the floor out of a timeout.
Out of a timeout.
On an inbound for Iowa. They were down 3, And they threw Iowa threw it over the top, baseball pass.
Yeah.
Got an and one.
Thanks for coming.
Ball game over. How do you do that?
Never seen it.
At least Hoiberg was cool about it. He was like,
He owned it.
We just kind of screwed it up.
Yep.
I saw a thing with Seth Greenberg, who was on ESPN talking about it, and he said the officials are actually supposed to catch that.
Really?
Did you know that?
And let you know?
Yeah, well, that's kind of what Hoiberg said. He said, I know there's a rule where the officials will... the officials... Seth Greenberg's thing was, there's actually kind of a we work together in this sort of mantra with the officials and the teams. It's like they'll count... It's kind of like how the NFL official will say,
back up.
The receiver will check with the
check
sideline guy to see if he's over the line. And they'll say, yeah, either back up or you're good. It's that. I guess officials are supposed to count, and they just missed it. And they're actually saying...
So everyone blew it, huh?
Well, Greenberg is saying that the officiating crew blew it more than anybody because normally teams rely on the officials to count.
Huh.
And Hoiberg said, well, we count, but we count to make sure there's not 6.
Wow.
We never counted to make sure there's only 4.
I didn't.
Or not,
Yeah.
only 5.
I didn't know. Because technically you don't need 5 on the floor, right? You can play with 4.
Well, they played it.
They played it.
But yeah, not ideal. So
no, it was crazy because it took a minute for even the broadcasters. Same thing. I wasn't watching it. We were watching Purdue. But when you watch the clip, even the color guys, like, I think they might just have 4. And they were like, yep, and then got beat over the top. I mean, it's a hell of a year for Hoiberg, and Nebraska never won a tournament game, and you make it to the Sweet 16, and that didn't necessarily cost them the game. Maybe they would have lost anyways, but to have that be the thing that broke your back, that's as bad.
That's inexcusable.
It is.
It
it's
honestly
inexcusable.
is.
Yeah.
Like that's horrible coaching. That's horrible assistant whatever it is. That's on Hoiberg. Like, you can say the refs are supposed to tell you. That's on the coaching staff and the players. That's bad coaching right there.
If I'm Hoiberg, though, I'm livid at my staff.
Yeah.
Someone has to catch that.
How many of those guys do they have over there? 3, 4?
Right.
Yeah.
Somebody has to catch it and say, hey, who's on the court? Like, get out there, 5th guy.
Not one of you noticed?
Well, and then
there was a guy running to the scores table, but he looked confused, like, I don't know what to do.
Well, and it happens sometimes with special teams, like in football, but that can be a little weird because special teams is its own thing. There's 11 guys out there, and sometimes guys and that usually what happens is an injury, right? Someone's on second team, punt team, and never plays. All of a sudden, someone gets hurt. No one tells him, there's 5 guys, and there's no punt team in basketball. It's just 5 guys. It really is unbelievable that's how that works.
Yeah, so Hoiberg said, put that on me. It was a miscommunication. I'm the head coach, so put that one on me.
Oof.
At least he owned it, man.
Yeah.
He says, I've never been in a situation like that. I know they always count to make sure there's not 6. I don't know the rule on that with 4. But, yeah, again, it was a miscommunication, and unfortunately it happened. But as far as the rule, I've never been a part of anything like that.
No.
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 It is crazy.
Yeah. Sturt said he didn't even know they had 4.
It's just
he didn't know that.
No.
And he's the Iowa player.
Yeah. It's really bad.
He said they got to the locker room and somebody told him.
Yeah. That will haunt you. That'll haunt you forever.
That's a terrible way to... they were probably going to lose
anyways, but it's
to have that hanging over your head, like, it's kind of embarrassing.
It is, because it's a 3-point game. If something, lots of weird stuff happens there. It's certainly a one-possession game. It's not guaranteed.
All right, well, tonight's game's pretty good.
I would hope. We thought this going into it was going to be the better slate of games.
I think this is the better 4.
We got St. John's and Duke, and that's it.
Let's take a break. We'll come back and we'll go through them. But yeah, St. John's Duke, I think, gets underway first.
4:10.
So we'll talk about tonight's games coming up next. But first, Stephen with SportsCenter.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a SportsCenter update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, as the guys were just talking about Sweet 16 ends tonight. And speaking of that Duke-St. John's game, Duke got to get a little bit of good news today. Their guard, Caleb Foster, will play for the Blue Devils in that Sweet 16 matchup against St. John's. He has not played since March 7th when he suffered a fracture in his foot. In other college basketball news, Boston College basketball, they hired UConn assistant Luke Murray as its next head coach. Cool news about that is Murray is the son of actor and comedian Bill Murray. Tiger Woods, he was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence following a rollover accident Today, according to authorities, officers on the scene determined that Woods exhibited signs of impairment. Officials say Woods did not test positive for alcohol, but he refused to submit a urinalysis that would have determined whether other substances were in his system. Tiger had been weighing whether to return to the PGA Tour at the Masters on April 9th, but it looks like that will be a no. NCAA, their appeal in the Trinidad Chambliss case has been denied, and as a result, the Ole Miss quarterback will be eligible for the 2026 season. The NCAA has tried to deny his request for a sixth year twice, but now it seems Chambliss will be eligible for next season. Baltimore Orioles and right-hand pitcher Shane Baz has agreed to a 5-year, $68 million contract extension. Baz went 10-12 with a 4.87 ERA last season with the Tampa Bay Rays. And the Trailblazers back in action tonight from the Moda Center. They're taking on the Dallas Mavericks. Portland 37-37 on the season, half game back to the Clippers for 8th place. Should be a win for the Trailblazers, hoping to make that playoff push. For more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt, missing work, insurance companies acting like jerks. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at WarrenAllen.com.
coming up for the Sweet 16 tonight. 4 more bowl games. We get Duke St. John's up first in the East, which could easily be a pretty good little Final Four of its own.
Yeah.
With UConn, Michigan State, and Duke St. John's.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that John Shire wasn't even born when Rick Pitino took Providence to the Final Four in 1987?
I did not.
All right.
It's a fun little fact.
73-year-old Rick Pitino, 38-year-old John Shire.
He's 73?
Yeah. Looks every bit of it, too.
Well, but he's looked that way for a while. He's got that that dude's lean. There's not an ounce of fat on that guy. Got that little Skeletor thing that he's had going on for a while.
So St. John's lost at UConn, 72-40, back on February 25th. And since then, they've been the second most efficient team in all of college basketball.
Yeah, won the Big East tournament. And I was kind of reading through here, though. Styles make fights, and stylistically, this is a real problem for St. John's. They don't shoot the ball very well, although...
Duke's defense is going to smother them.
Yeah, it's the number one defense in the country, and St. John's does not shoot the ball very well, although in the tournament they are shooting the 3-ball better. But they're like an inside and a rebounding team, and Duke's the best in the country at it. So,
well, their path is turn them over.
Yeah.
But now we hear that Caleb Foster is going to play.
Yeah, Caleb Foster's going to play. The other big thing I think also is Boozer can dribble, so like he'll be a release valve in the backcourt because St. John's wants to pressure you, and I think Boozer will probably bring the ball up sometimes in this game just to kind of ease that pressure. So, like Suk said, stylistically, Duke kind of fits against what St. John's wants to do.
And when you've seen here, even when Duke has been pressed in this tournament, when they turn the screws on and they decide to play defense, I mean, there's just not a whole lot you can do. It's the best defense in the country against a team that is a little wonky on offense, and that just doesn't bode well for St. John's. And the best player on the floor, clearly, is in the front court for Duke.
So then we get Michigan, Alabama, 1v4. That'll be at 4:30. And this one's interesting because, again, I think the SEC is pretty good. And I know Texas lost to Purdue, but this one is basically the top team from the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Against I don't want to say they're a middle-of-the-road SEC team, but they're not top 5.
This should be a game that Michigan wins and wins comfortably. I mean, they're like, 9.5, 10-point
favorite.
See,
I think the other way. I am crazy about that 10 points. Yeah. I'll take it all day. Again, I think the SEC teams I think we're sleeping a little bit on Alabama. I know this isn't the Alabama of the last couple of years, but they're hitting 40% of their threes so far in the tournament. And Michigan, the one team that gave them problems this year was Wisconsin. And Wisconsin, what do?
Shoot.
They knock down threes. Yep. So Alabama has no problem going up and down and hitting threes and shooting threes on Michigan, and that's maybe the one area where Michigan could be a little vulnerable. So I don't know. I like Alabama plus 10. I think that could be a really good game.
Could be a fun game if Alabama tries to push the pace. But again, if Michigan can get it into a half-court game, does Alabama have anyone that can slow down Michigan in the front court?
100%. And with Bama, they're going to take some bad three-pointers as well. And it just kind of matters, like, do they make some of those bad shots? If they do, that's going to keep the momentum on their side. But as Suk said, it could also go bad where if they just start missing threes, Michigan may just pound them on the inside, kind of like we saw Arizona do to Arkansas. That was adults versus kids.
Yeah.
And I think that could be the same type of thing with the Michigan-Alabama if Bama's missing those threes.
Then we get,
It's a red ass off is what we got. Maybe the two biggest red asses in the sport.
Oh, we get Izzo v. Van Hurley.
Yeah. Who both right now are trying to claim that their big thing now is we've gone soft. We need to coach hard.
You know it. Everybody else knows it.
Isn't that what Mick Cronin was trying to say?
Yeah, Mick Cronin was saying, but Izzo and Hurley both in the last couple days have done I'm not changing the way I coach hard. And people want to be coached hard, and we've just gone soft. Bunch of candy asses out there that can't be yelled at.
I think it's interesting they're starting to get called out for their bullcrap.
Yeah.
But that's their answer. Their answer is, well,
yeah.
This isn't like high school basketball. Okay.
I just love the idea. And look, you can't argue with the results. Izzo's one of the all-time greats. Hurley's won a couple championships. I love the idea that just being an absolute D-bag that yells and screams and bullies people, somehow that's you need that in order to be tough. That's what inspires toughness. That stuff drives me crazy. But hey, when
they're
you win,
winners.
They're winners, so you get away. But it's the Bobby Knight thing. It just, I will never respect that level of coach, but I understand that it doesn't matter because results are what people care about, and you cannot argue with Tom Izzo, and you certainly can't argue with Dan Hurley's results. Doesn't mean that I have to like either one. And
good little matchup. Who you root for there?
Sinkhole. I don't know.
A sinkhole.
Yeah, can just get swallowed up and both coaches go away. I can't stand either one of them, but I guess it's insane. Maybe
I'm gonna go Izzo. Hurley's an ass. Well, so is
and
Izzo.
Izzo's not.
No,
No.
I think that
Maybe Izzo.
I can never ever root for Dan Hurley.
Yeah,
ever.
it's tough.
And I don't think his UConn team is that fun to watch. And they can screw off. I don't care.
So, all right.
Go away.
But I always said after the Nassar thing, I can't really root for Penn State or Michigan. So it's like, as much as I dislike Dan Hurley, as far as I know,
Penn State or Michigan State.
What did I say?
You said Michigan.
Oh, no.
Don't rope Michigan into this.
Nope, sorry.
They have their own set of problems.
Yeah, I said I can no longer root for Penn State, and I can't root for Michigan State. As far as I know, UConn wasn't running a diddle factory there, so maybe UConn. I hope nothing was going on at UConn. Maybe go Huskies.
Shut up.
Sorry.
That's your boy Jim Calhoun telling you to shut up.
Boy, if you would have told me, because I hated Jim Calhoun about as much as anybody, if you would have told me that somehow they would get rid of Calhoun and end up with a coach that I like less than Jim Calhoun, I would have said impossible.
Don't forget about what's his nuts.
Kevin Ollie.
Kevin Ollie won a title. He actually seemed somewhat likable. Comparative
Championship coach Kevin Ollie.
Yes.
Had to get rid of him quickly.
Yeah.
Couldn't have that too long.
Well, you know what? He was making everyone soft
Right,
with his reasonable personality. Can't have that.
Wait till it comes out Jim Calhoun was the Jerry Sandusky of basketball.
Well, then I'm back to rooting for the sinkhole.
And then we get Iowa State, Tennessee.
Yeah.
And that is 2-seed Cyclones. I think Joshua Jefferson, they're saying still game time decision.
Game time decision.
But I don't.
As far as I know, yeah, still game time. He was out there warming up in shoot around and doing stuff like that.
Well, I'll tell you what, they haven't needed him so far. I mean, they're
really good.
They beat the brakes off of Kentucky.
And Nate Ament is hurt. He's the freshman for Tennessee, and they're saying, I don't know if he was playing the last game, so I don't know what's wrong with him, but they're saying watch out for his health.
Yeah.
So, good little matchup there in the nightcap.
Mm-hmm. Both of those games, by the way, are 2.5, whereas the afternoon games have a little bigger. Those are 9.5 to 7.
What
those
are you talking about?
Spread. So the evening games, Michigan State and UConn, Tennessee, Iowa State, those spreads are actually quite close. So maybe those will end up being the better games, whereas Bama, Michigan, St. John's, Duke, those have decent little spreads. That's supposed to be a Duke and Michigan. Yeah.
All right, well, enjoy it. It's the Sweet 16. And who doesn't love the Sweet 16?
By the way, update on the Lady Huskies, UConn
Tiger.
and North Carolina.
Tiger dead yet?
No, still alive. North Carolina scored 5 points in the third quarter.
So what's the score?
It is now 48-25. Lady Huskies.
Wow. So they're already covering. They covered in a quarter.
They covered in a quarter. I want you to
could probably get your 28.5 now.
Yeah, I'm going to go and take a look at it here going into the fourth. I just want you to realize that the number 4 seed North Carolina Tar Heels, if we combine the second and the third quarter, which would be one half of basketball, they managed to score 13 points. They scored 8 points in the second quarter and 5. And 3/4 of the way through that quarter, they had 2. So, yeah, not going great offensively for the Lady Tar Heels.
All right, 3 models to curtail tanking, and we'll get to those next on The Fan. You care to regale the public with your latest live women's college basketball bet?
Going into the fourth quarter, UConn was up by 25. I have locked in the Lady Huskies, 29.5. Something tells me, Gino, here, they struggled early. I think we're going to prove a point. We got the starters in the fourth quarter. I think we're going to get this. I think we're going to cover.
Okay, so you need them to win by 30.
Need them to win by 30.
They are currently winning by 23 with 8.5 left.
For God's sakes, North Carolina has 13 points in 2 quarters. Come on.
Yeah, I think I feel like the Tar Heels have a decent little defense. I mean, I don't know. Talking out of my ass here, but
Look,
holding UConn to 52, that's pretty good.
These inflated women's basketball lines, they're scratching me right where I need it, to be honest with you. I was looking forward to this day simply
Carolina's a top 15 team in women's basketball, and they're going to get 30 points.
Yeah.
Well, that's how good UConn is.
Yeah.
I was watching SportsCenter this morning, or one of those shows, and they were asking one of the women's basketball experts, they said, would you take UConn or the field right now?
Oh, yeah.
And she goes, UConn.
Yeah. All day.
Apparently, they're that good.
No hesitation. Well, I told you I was listening, driving around. It was that last weekend, and one of the Freddie and Harry or whatever, one of the ESPN shows, had a UConn beat.
Is that Freddie Coleman?
Freddie Coleman.
Is he still on?
Yeah, he's with Harry Douglas.
God.
That old Falcons receiver. And the UConn reporter said no one wants to talk about this because they haven't won yet, but they said this team doesn't have a Breanna Stewart. It doesn't have, obviously, Paige Beckers, who has all the hype. But they were saying that quietly they think this might be the best UConn team in 20 years.
Wow.
Like they are that good, and they're kind of under the radar, and they want to plant their flag.
So, and they don't have a...
Well, they got Fudd,
who's their star?
Fudd, who's going to be the number 1 pick, but and that was kind of the thing, is like she doesn't get the credit. She's the girlfriend of Paige Beckers.
Is her name Elmer?
Azzy?
Yeah, Azzy
Fudd? They all wear shirts that say "Fudd around and find out," which is kind of cute. But yeah, they just said that this team's got a little edge to them because they feel disrespected because they're 36-0. They're blowing everyone out, and people aren't talking about them. So,
my God, Gino Auriemma.
It's insane.
Do you know what year he started there?
He'd been there a long...
Guess what year he started there?
He's 72, so I think he's been there 30 years.
Guess what year he started there? Give me a year.
Oh, God. Give me 96.
He started there in 1985.
Oh. Yeah, he's been there a while.
Dude, I was 10. And he was 12 and 15. He kind of sucked. He didn't get to the tournament for three seasons.
Well, I remember like way back in the day, he was climbing the Pat Summit Hill.
God,
you know.
I'm gonna read you their. Can I do this on the air, live on the air, on the radio, sports radio?
Yeah.
I'm gonna read you their records, and this is from because he kind of, he had some good teams, but he had some double-digit loss seasons in there. From 1995, they won it all.
Yeah.
No, the year before that, they lost in the regional final, 30-3.
Okay.
Okay, then they win it all, going 35-0. This is in the 90s.
Yeah. Rebecca Lobo, probably.
Yeah, she may
was
have been.
she that long ago?
Yeah,
she was like mid-90s.
Yeah, she was probably the first one that I remember. By the way, damn it.
Here come the heels.
Not happy about this.
Never count out the lady heels.
I should have taken the points. What am I thinking? I always take the points.
That's on me. That's my beat.
34-4, 33-1, 34-3, 29-5, 36-1, 32-3, 39-0, 37-1, 31-4, 25-8, losers. 32-5, 32-4, 36-2, 39-0, 39-0, 36-2, 33-5, 35-4, 40-0, 38-1, 38-0, 36-1, 36-1, 35-3, 29-3, 28-2, 30-6, 31-6, 33-6, 37-3, and 36-0. And then titles, I'd have to. I need a calculator.
So he's been there since '86. How many National Player of the Years do you think he's coached? I have this number.
how many National Players of the Year? So
Yeah, and
he's
as
been
you, as you said, 12.
12?
He won 12 titles in there.
12 titles, and he's been to the Final Four
And he's
24
been there like
times.
40 years.
Okay, so National Players of the Year.
He's going to have.
He's been there 40 years.
He's going to have
40-ish.
15.
I was going to say 11.
15 right on the number.
Wow.
Almost 50% of the time he's had a National Player of the Year. He's been there.
Over 50% of the time he goes to the Final Four.
Now, is that
And a quarter of the time he's there, he wins a national title.
Is that a chicken and the egg thing? Like the best player on UConn wins the National Player of the Year. Are they the best player in the country, or are they just
He's coached 45 WNBA players.
playing for him? Well, anyway, he's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know how you make the argument. It's the greatest coaching job in basketball history. But then people are going to say,
Besides Doug Gottlieb.
well, clearly, the rub against him is that the women's game, there just wasn't, how do you say, there just wasn't enough talent to push back against him. Now, like, you actually see that there's the more women that have played, talent gets spread out a little bit. It used to be that UConn had such an advantage, and they still do, but it's a little more balanced. You have Baylor, Notre Dame rose up.
Well, he's only won one title in the last 10 years, and that was last year.
Yeah.
Loser.
And that's what they're saying, the modernization of the game. But there was a run there, so we got from 95 to 2016, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 titles.
Yeah, and 4 in a row, right?
Yeah, during that run. I think that was it Breonna Stewart that had the 4 straight championships? That might have been her.
Look, they're good, okay?
Yeah. And maybe they're getting ready to go on another one.
And you have a ticket on them in your pocket. Like, look, even the Sharps say live betting the women's basketball tournament. There's a lot of money to be made in there.
Yeah. I'm not thrilled about the
and you're already up $17.
That's true.
I mean, you're playing with house money right here.
Well, I did bet it was 10 to win 9, so although at this point I feel like
Cutting into your profits.
yeah, they're up by 20 with 6 minutes to go.
Yeah.
I think that's probably a loss.
You're a loser.
That's right. You know what that just means?
Double up to catch
Double
up.
up to catch up. That means 20 down on the. Who are they going to play in the next round? Gotta see where this goes.
Hey, we got Minnesota, UCLA coming up next on ESPN. So
That's a big spread. I think that's like 24 as well.
There we go.
I'm gonna wait till they have and see what I can get.
Sook's a golden gopher today.
Now, is there any doubt that it's going to be South Carolina and UConn in the final? If that's the way the bracket. I don't know if they're on the same side of the bracket.
Yeah,
but
I'd have to look and see.
I know UCLA is good. They have Lauren Betts. She's a tall post player that's really good.
Okay.
That's all I know, though. And TCU. TCU's my team.
That's all you know. I don't know.
The Horned Frogs are in the women's.
Yeah, dude, they're good.
Are they?
Mark Campbell's their head coach. He used to coach at Oregon and Oregon State as
Really?
an assistant. Top assistant. He recruited Sabrina. He was my assistant coach when I was in college. So
Oh wow. Okay.
that's my
That's-
team. Right
you
there.
are really a Horned Frog.
Yeah, no,
You're a
I
fan.
actually I don't really watch it, but I pay attention to what they do. So I am a Horned Frog.
And no, the South Carolina and it looks like they would battle in the semis.
Oh really?
Yeah.
They're on the same side.
I think
huh?
they're on the same side.
It's like, why do they do that? Why, would they do that?
Yes.
That looks like they'd get to the Final Four.
Is the NCAA just that stupid?
I think they are.
Doesn't make any sense. The other side of it looks like Texas, who beat Oregon by like 1,000
Oh
points.
yeah, I forgot about them.
It'd be Texas and UCLA on
That
one.
upstart Texas program.
The little Cinderella
God,
story.
just fighting with less.
I think they beat Oregon by like
40.
40 something.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Yeah, this is bad.
We didn't even report it. We didn't. We were told not to.
Shh.
I'm just kidding. They didn't tell us not to. We just were out of respect.
Yeah, so we do not get Don Staley and Gino. Do they hate each other? I hope so.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. If I'm Don Staley, I probably do hate him.
Doesn't everyone hate him?
I mean, he's the king of women's basketball. It's
Yeah.
like, you
Well,
gotta-
Calhoun hated him when he was at UConn.
Yeah, you have to hate him.
Yeah. I don't know if he's a nice guy or not, but he wins a lot.
Shut up.
Well, I've told you this before, but I know a guy at Nike who used to fit all the celebrities and all the
Yeah.
fit him with golf clubs and stuff.
Yeah.
He said Gino Auriemma was the best guy
Oh.
to
well,
him.
That,
He said he was wonderful.
okay, that makes me
But I've
happy.
also heard that he's not. I think it's just one experience.
Okay.
Like, look, he's getting fitted for free golf clubs.
Well,
It's like,
but-
He's psyched about that.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jerry Rice got fitted for clubs, and he was the biggest D-bag on the planet. So
that's true.
my thing is this is I'll push back on this. If Gino was nice in that instant, I think that says something about you. Because this is kind of my go-to. It doesn't mean that you're a great guy, but If you're an ass,
Yeah, because Jerry Sandusky was nice too.
I know, right? But here's my working theory on that. Because what did you say?
We're gonna start him at age
No,
8 and
wrong.
groom them.
No, perfect.
Terrible.
That's Isaac Rupp, everybody.
I didn't say that. You did.
Why would you play that?
So this is my thing. You never want to judge someone based on one thing. But when you are getting fitted by Nike, right? For like the nicest gear they have, and by the way, you're not paying for it, right? Like
Yeah, free golf clubs.
free golf clubs, custom fitting, you're getting, and they're treating you like a king, right? If you're an ass in that situation, that just means you're a rotten human being.
Yeah.
Now you could be
I agree.
you can be nice in that situation, and then in others you can get the burr under your saddle. But if you in that situation are treating those people poorly, Jerry Rice, Marcus Allen, that means you're a terrible person, because no way should that be a negative experience.
Something wrong.
So I give at least Gino that.
Yeah. 25, by the way.
Boy, this is gonna come right.
You're not dead yet.
This is gonna come right down to the wire.
You're not dead yet.
Come on, Lady Huskies.
All right. The NBA has presented 3 anti-tanking proposals. We'll go through them next on The Fan.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
This update brought to you by Laurelhurst Market Steakhouse and Butcher Shop, a great spot for any occasion. Don't forget, you save 10% on your Butcher Shop order when you dine in. Menus and more at laurelhurstmarket.com. First on The Fan, we are at the end of the Sweet 16 tonight. In the early game, Duke taking on St. John's, and good news for Duke, their guard Caleb Foster will play in the Blue Devils game against St. John's. He hasn't played since March 7th when he suffered a fracture in his foot. Other college basketball news, Boston College, they hired UConn assistant Luke Murray as their next head coach. Not significant, but Murray is the son of actor and comedian Bill Murray. Tiger Woods, he was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence today following a rollover accident. Officers on the scene determined he exhibited signs of impairment, although officials say Woods did not test positive for alcohol, but he refused to submit a urinalysis that would have determined whether other substances were in his system. Tiger had been weighing whether to return to the PGA Tour at the Masters on April 9th. That does not look like it'll be happening. The NCAA's appeal in the Ole Miss quarterback Trinidad Chambliss case has been denied. So as a result, Chambliss will be eligible for the 2026 season. He'll be playing for his 6th year of eligibility now, as the NCAA has tried to deny his request twice, but he will be eligible for the Rebels. Right-hand pitcher Shane Baz and the Baltimore Orioles are finalizing a 5-year, $68 million contract. Baz went 10-12 last year with a 4.87 ERA with the Rays. And the Blazers host the Mavericks tonight from Moda Center. Blazers 37-37 on the year, half game back to the Clippers for 8th in the Western Conference. Trailblazers, big 10.5-point faves over Dallas. For more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing your work? Insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at WarrenAllen.com.
All right, welcome back. What's up? What are you guys doing out there? Beautiful day.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Beautiful day to pop some pills and hop in your Range Rover.
Go driving around Jupiter, Florida.
So, looks like you're not going to get the 30 points
Well,
that you needed.
I had a 5-point swing there where I think the refs were handing it to North Carolina. It was ridiculous. Not happy about it.
We need to warn the FBI about this one.
Well, it's my own fault. I was waiting around to get 30, and then I got to the 29.5, and for whatever reason, I decided, me and Stevie Brackets, we felt good. Felt good about UConn maybe putting the hammer down. They did not hammer down.
I love that. Like 29.5, 30, totally different. Is it? I don't know that it is.
It's a big half point.
That's bad. It was 30. When it was sitting at 30.5, I was like, all right, now I'm taking North Carolina. It went down to 29.5. I'm like, well, maybe talked myself into that Tar Heel cover.
Look how happy North Carolina is. Like, after the game, they're all excited and smiling, high-fiving each other. It's like, hey, we stayed within 20.
Dude, that is.
Well, actually, they didn't. They lost by 21.
21.
Oh,
it is crazy, though, that is a 4 seed that was a 25-point dog, and they actually do look somewhat happy.
Like, they covered the spread. They're excited. They're like, hey,
All you need to know about how good this UConn team is, again, the Syracuse coach melted down because they had to go and play Connecticut. She was like, this is ridiculous.
It's a conspiracy.
It's conspiracy. They keep putting us against UConn.
Are you raising your voice
How demoralizing is that?
So the NBA has put forth 3 anti-tanking proposals.
Yeah.
Proposals.
I'm not going to lie. I was reading through them today. I still don't fully understand what each one means.
Well, we'll have to go with Stevie Brackets on this.
Like, I read the exact, their own words. Like, the Shams had word for word that proposal, and I got done with it, and I was like, I'm going to have to reread this. I'm still confused.
I'm kind of with Suk on this one.
Yeah.
I looked at him like,
Huh?
what?
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
First proposal, according to Shams, 18 teams, the bottom 10 that miss the play-in tournament, and the 8 that qualify for it, all will be a part of the draft lottery.
Yeah.
The bottom 10 teams will all have an equal 8% chance of moving up in the lottery, with the remaining 20% of the odds being split among the 8 play-in teams in descending order from 11 through 18. All 18 spots would be drawn as part of the lottery in that format.
So half the league is in the lottery.
More than half the league.
More than half, yes. 18. 18 teams would be in the lottery.
Sounds cool.
But that's not all, folks.
Boy!
In the second proposal, sources told Shams 22 teams, the bottom 10 teams that missed the play-in tournament, the 8 that qualify for it, and the 4 playoff teams that lose in the first round will all be included in the lottery.
Well,
Wow.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
flattening the odds, doesn't that just that defeats the whole purpose of trying to get bad teams better. I mean, I don't.
So you have to be a top 6 seed.
Yes, you have to be a top 6 seed to not be involved in the lottery, and then like the odds are varying, and because it includes the last 2 years. So if you won 20 games one year and you won 30 games the next year, then your win total would be 25 games in order to have your slot in the draft lottery odds, which again, somewhat confusing.
Yeah. Okay. So they will be ranked according to their record across 2 seasons, like you said.
Yeah.
The last part, weighting teams by their record across the prior 2 seasons, is how the WNBA weighs its lottery system.
Yeah.
Under that system, each team would need to reach a minimum win total floor in each season to mitigate the need to lose every game possible.
Yes, there's another one. So if they determine that the floor is 20 games and you only win 14, for the purpose of this, you win 20 games.
Right.
So
That will help. That changes nothing.
well, this is my point.
If you're gonna stink, you're gonna stink.
That's my thing. If you, this is what I don't understand. If you're gonna be bad, the idea that the difference between winning 14 games and winning 22 games and the effort that you put out there, I don't see what this does. None of these, and we'll go through the third one, but again, I don't think anything that they're proposing here really changes anything because it doesn't punish you for being bad. It just doesn't.
But that's not all, folks.
The third proposal is a 5x5 method. In this one, the same 18 teams from the first concept, the bottom 10 that miss the play-in, plus the 8 that make it, would be entered into the lottery. The teams with the 5 worst records would then all have the same odds, with them descending from there, and there would be a lottery drawing for each of the top 5 picks in the draft.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think each one of these, I understand what they're trying to do. But again, I go back to the problem of there's no incentive to not be bad. Like this idea that's fundamentally broken in my mind is, let's take, I don't know, take the Indiana Pacers or the Utah Jazz.
My Pacers.
Your Pacers, right?
My Pacers, your Jazz.
Well, those are 2 very different teams. So Utah set out, Utah wasn't going to be good. Utah wasn't good last year. They weren't good the year before that. And they said at the start of the year, they're going to be bad. Indiana, on the other hand, said, okay, well, our best player tore his Achilles. We lost our second best player. We're just going to hit a reset button, right? We're reset. So Indiana has won 16 games and Utah has won 21. Is there any difference whatsoever in the Utah Jazz and the Indiana Pacers? And if they had won 25 games and 26 games, is there any difference between those 2 versions of it and this version of it? No, they're bad. They stink. It doesn't matter. And until you have some sort of incentive to actually push forward when you're like a middle of the road team, then this does nothing. It does nothing. I mean, there's 1 or 2 teams that whether you're in that 7 or 8 range, or maybe you're in the 10 or 11. For 1 or 2 teams in each one of these scenarios, it may change your motivation just a scooch. Like if for instance, the one where the play-in teams could still be entered into the lottery, that could make sense. Like if you're Golden State, although there's no one behind you, but all of a sudden if you're the 10 seed, there's no reason for you to make the play-in. None. You're not going anywhere. And under this one, you could say, okay, let's still make the play-in because it doesn't matter. We can still have the same odds of being in. But that you're talking about 1 or 2 teams. But fundamentally, it still doesn't change the fact that the best way for the bad teams to get good is to be bad. And there's nothing that punishes you for being bad.
The third option you had is the one I think that they'll go with, is that they will have the play-in teams be involved as well, and then they'll have the top 5 picks be lottery picks. Because to Suk's point, there's been teams that have tanked to get out of the play-in. The Mavericks did it to get out of the play-in when they had Luka. They got Derek Lively Jr. or Derek Lively III. Second? I don't know. Derek Lively, whatever. But they got him, and so that has happened. And that may say, well, okay, if you're in 11th place, you can still go for the play-in and you can still get a top 5 pick. But besides that, if you're going to be the 12th best team in the West, you might as well just lose every game. And it's already been known. There's really no way to fix tanking unless you're going to say there is no lottery system and it's all completely random. That's the only way you're going to get teams to completely say, I'm going to try every single time. But then that's unfair because then the Boston Celtics end up getting, the number 1 pick this year, and they get AJ DeBansta to go with Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and him. Like, that doesn't make any sense either. So I think they may just expand it a little bit, and they can include the play-in teams to try to say, hey, try to at least make the play-in every single team. You still have a shot to get the first pick.
Someone said it on here pretty good. He said they're not incentivizing winning; they're trying to incentivize losing,
right.
And that just doesn't. It's not realistic. There are too many teams that are going to be bad no matter what. So this idea, when we look at the bottom half of the league, and you look at teams like Memphis and Dallas and Utah and Sacramento. Okay, even if they tried and they put their very best foot forward, it doesn't matter. They're still the worst teams in the league. So again, you're talking about a handful of games a year where we're like, what, these guys are going to try a little harder? You're not getting NBA players on guaranteed contracts in game 65 that have zero chance of going anywhere. You're not getting them to give you great effort on the fourth of a fifth game road trip. It's not happening. So you're really, and why is this only the problem in the NBA? Right? It's the only time you hear about this. You don't hear about it in the NHL. You don't hear it about it in the NFL. Like this, you don't hear it about it in the WNBA. Don't hear about it in Major League Baseball. We know that this is part of it, but for some reason in the NBA, the last couple of years, this has become the end all to be all. Actually, it kind of makes me wonder how much of this involves gambling and the NBA being so tied to gambling. Is that why we're freaking out about this? Because this occurs in every sport. For whatever reason, this is the only one where we make this out to be the end all to be all. Pick a path to go down and stick with it. And there's going to be flaws in whatever system you have. And there's always going to be people that are going to try to skirt the system, because the best way for bad teams to get better is to be bad.
Yeah, you can't de-incentivize it enough.
No.
So the last little bit is, so I mentioned that the 5x5 proposal, the teams with the 5 worst records all have the same odds. After those 5 picks are selected, there would be another lottery drawing for the remaining 13 teams.
Yeah.
If any of the teams with the 5 worst records didn't land one of those top 5 spots, like last season, the lowest they could wind up in the second lottery drawing would be 10th, preventing a bad team from falling too far down.
Yeah.
So
I believe Utah had the worst or the best odds, and they end up getting like the 5th pick.
Yeah, they said Utah, Washington, and New Orleans. Utah had first, Washington second, and New Orleans fourth.
Yeah, so Utah ended up, I believe, with the 5th pick in the draft.
Yeah,
and in that proposal, they can't go below 10, I believe.
Yeah, and Washington got 6th, and Pelly's got 7th. Losers.
Yeah. I mean, they're just...
I think you might be right on the gambling thing, too, because I like to bet on the NBA. Some of these point spreads are insane this year, and it hasn't been like that in other years where it is double digits every single night for 75% of the games.
I'm asking, why now has this become the sole focus of the NBA where no one else has to deal with this? And I just wonder if it has to do with gambling, because everything is out of whack, because this is not something new. It's not. And go ask San Antonio if it was worthwhile being bad. And it's not every lottery, by the way, gets you a generational player. I mean, when the Blazers have ended up with high picks, we got Scoot Henderson. And Scoot's been okay. He certainly isn't a generational player.
Look at Philly.
Yeah.
Philly got Embiid, who's a great player, always hurt, though.
Yeah.
And after that, they've got nobody.
Well, and bad teams tend to stay bad. That's the other one, too, is like if having these picks is the end all to be all, then why is it the Wizards and the Nets and the Hornets and teams like this and the Jazz and why do they continue to suck? Is it possible we just have crappy organizations that even when you get good players, you don't end up doing anything with them? So I have a hard time having a ton of sympathy.
All right, coming up next, let's talk nicknames on the Fan. All right, now we talk nicknames because Caleb Williams has done something that has pissed off all the old head. He, of course, quarterback of the Chicago Bears.
Go after Captain Finger Roll. Come on.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I get it. He's young.
Yeah.
He's not, maybe not privy to the ways of the great George Gervin.
Yeah.
But there is only one Iceman, and everyone knows that that's George Gervin. Well, everyone who's a little older knows that that's George Gervin.
And if there is two Icemen, no offense, but the other one is Chuck Liddell. So who was
is he also Iceman?
He was also the Iceman. Huh. The Iceman was also that contract killer that got that special on HBO, which is one of the more terrifying things you've ever seen.
By the way, I'm watching Duke St. John's. We do have an airballed free throw.
Oh, that's fun.
So the tournament has officially begun.
And as you pointed out, St. John's started pressing, and Duke cannot inbound the basketball.
It's crazy. No team is good against the press in college basketball.
It's kind of crazy.
At all.
No.
Not even the great Duke.
No.
So Caleb Williams, who has, he's developed a little knack for pulling out dramatic games, games at the end of the game, the whole thing. He has filed for the Iceman trademark.
Is this a little bit like LeBron trying to trademark Taco Tuesday? Do you know how many Icemen have come before you, Caleb? So you're going to try to say that someone who is now in their 70s, who everyone knows is the Iceman, can't use it? Come on.
So apparently George Gervin did not trademark Iceman.
Okay.
So that's a bit of a problem.
Okay.
But he's come out and said that that's taken. You can't have that.
Yeah.
Sorry, little guy. And he actually called him young fella.
That makes sense.
He said, sorry, young fella, but we've already got one Iceman.
Called him a jive turkey, too.
I hope he did.
I hope. I love that 70s, like that George Jefferson sort of thing going on there. Calling someone a honky, dropping a jive turkey on you, young fella, young blood. Love that.
So following Williams' season, a company titled Caleb Williams Holding Inc. submitted 4 trademarks related to Iceman on March 16th. Williams filed the trademark so he could sell goods and services using the phrase. 4 days later, Gervin Interests LLC filed trademarks for Iceman and Iceman 44. That was his jersey.
Yes.
So while Gervin was known as Iceman much earlier than Williams, his late registration for the trademark was due to confusion over the death of a business associate. Gervin Global Management President and CEO Gerald Barisano told the Chicago Sun-Times. I don't know what that means. Basically, they're just trying to make up an excuse
as to why they
didn't do it sooner.
Sure.
Because they got caught with their pants down.
Yeah.
That said, Caleb Williams should back the F off.
Yeah. Well, and
according to this old man.
Can you not sell stuff with Iceman on if you don't have a trademark? I mean, George Gervin, I have a poster of George Gervin sitting on an ice throne signed, and it says, "The Iceman cometh."
But I think the problem would be
someone else can do that.
That Caleb Williams would be able to do it if he gets the trademark, and you wouldn't.
I know.
Gervin wouldn't.
So if you're Caleb Williams, just sell stuff with Iceman. You don't need it trademarked, I don't think, just to sell something. Again,
right.
There's been plenty of Icemen. Chuck Liddell was like in the UFC for like 20 years, and he's the Iceman. You can have multiple Icemen. Again, LeBron can have Taco Tuesday, and then, La Tapatia down there can have Taco Tuesday as well. You don't have to have the only one.
Yeah, but isn't there a ton of value? Like, you can get more money that way if
probably
you trademark it, and it's all about the brand. It's all about your branding.
You got to have the brand.
There can only be one Big Souk.
Someone else can have it. I don't care. Is anyone buying Big Souk merchandise? Yeah.
There's probably some big poly radio guy out in Hawaii who sells it.
Yeah.
Big Souk.
I mean, the Asachi brand. I mean, I'm sure you filed your patented trademarks for that.
Yes. I went I'm a little surprised. Like, Iceman's like one of the best nicknames in all of sports.
I would have thought that would have been
He does not have that trademarked?
No.
Come on, George.
Again, I just would have thought someone by now. We just, off the top of our head, we named 2 very famous Icemen who I'm sure you sell lots of merchandise.
I just feel like Caleb Williams, I don't know, I think he's going to lose a lot of people with Iceman if he really wants to go down this road.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, come up with something different and like unique.
It does seem a little lame.
It's like, I think you're hurting yourself by trying to call yourself Iceman when there's already an Iceman that we all know. You know what I mean? That'd be like Will Ortner getting a big radio show and calling himself Big Souk.
It's a little odd.
Why would he do that? He's hurting himself.
And I've never once heard anyone refer to Caleb Williams as the Iceman.
I know.
Never.
That's the thing.
That's just
Yeah.
not. That's like you're
He
trying.
just made it up.
Yeah, you're trying to call yourself Bronco, man. And my name's Steve. Call me Bronco. Nice try. It's not happening. The nickname has to be given to you. Don't force the nickname. Like, yeah. You're trying to hammer down when you're clearly not the hammer. Stop it.
What is your favorite sports nickname?
Oh, I mean, honestly, I don't know if it's my favorite. The best one of all time is Magic. I mean, my God, he's Magic.
It's pretty
That's his
amazing.
name. Yeah, that's his name now.
Irvin Magic Johnson. No one calls him Irvin. He's Magic. That's phenomenal. But personally, my favorite is Doc. You're Doc Gooden. That's to be known as Doc, because no one calls him Dwight. Everywhere he goes, it's just Dwight. Or excuse me, it's Doc. It's not Dwight. And then some other ones like oil, like back in the oil can.
Oil Can Boyd.
That's great.
That's
a great one.
Yeah, I've always been partial to Big Poppy.
Yeah, Big Poppy's good.
I find that to be a great nickname.
One of the ones that it's not as common, but Sleepy Sam Perkins was a good one, but he was also known as the Big Smooth. Great.
That's a good one.
Great name. What was that? Don't worry about him. That's the Big Smooth.
What about
Primetime? Deion Sanders.
Yeah, Primetime's good.
Prime? What about Sweetness?
Yeah, Sweetness is good. And there's a lot of sugars. Like in boxing and fighting, everyone's sugar. But that's a little like, that's been done a million times over.
So when does a nickname phase out? Like I get young people Caleb Williams' age maybe not knowing much about George Gervin. I get it.
Yeah.
And he's an old guy.
Yeah.
But when does a nickname phase out? Like those old baseball nicknames? Mm-hmm. Like Buttercup Brown and Pickles Dean.
Dude, back in the day, there was so much like old Crazy Legs. There was always something like
Crazy
old
Legs Harry.
Yeah,
crazy.
Can we name someone Crazy Legs nowadays?
Billy White Shoes Johnson. There was better nicknames back in the day.
Dazzy Vance. Like this is my point. So let's say somebody comes along and they're dazzling, and they try to go by Dazzy.
Yeah,
Dazzy Vance. Is that old enough that it's like okay, it's yours now?
it does feel like at some point it's
Yeah.
I don't think look. Gervin's still alive, and he clearly wants it. I think once you're dead, maybe,
Right.
I think once you're dead, and it's you could probably move on from that. I looked up the 10 or the 100 best sports nicknames, and top 10 they go with the Fridge, great nickname. William Perry, the Fridge, phenomenal. They went 9, the Bus, pretty good. Sweetness comes in at number 8. Gretzky going the Great One.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. I mean, come on, you're the freaking Great One.
Yeah.
That's top shelf. Calvin Johnson, Megatron. I would not put that top 10. I mean, it's cool, but
Like Dr. J's better than that.
yeah. Big Poppy, number 6. Air Jordan, number 4. The Logo, Jerry West, which I don't like that as top 10. Primetime, number 2. And number 1, of course, and it's hard to debate it, Irvin Magic Johnson.
So what if I'm trying to think of a young slugger in baseball, like Nick Kurtz, or what if he tries to say he's the new great Bambino?
Yeah, you can't.
You can't.
No.
But see, Babe's dead.
I know, but you're Babe.
So it's not just death.
No, it's not just death. There is levels to this. Like Wayne Gretzky can be dead in the ground, though you can't be the great one. You can't. Like Ali. Like you just, you can't. There's just.
Well, isn't this a bit like, we were talking about this the other day. Maybe we should carve out a segment for it. I had planned to. The jersey numbers.
Yeah.
Like when you retire a jersey number, why are we now trying to unretire retired jerseys?
Yeah.
Like you retired them for
Let
a
it
reason.
go. Yeah.
Leave it.
Yeah, like someone asked Matt Leinart. I guess Matt Leinart said that multiple times USC has come to them and say, hey, kid wants 11. He's a big recruit. And Matt Leinart goes, no, kiss my ass. White chocolate's really good too. I'm looking through like their top ones. Jason Williams going white chocolate. That's tasty right there. The juice, I know we can't it's OJ, but
The Big Dumper, Cal Raleigh.
the Big Dumper's good.
Good one.
Yeah. Ooh, Daryl Dawkins, Chocolate Thunder.
Yeah.
Very solid. Very solid. Yeah, I mean, there's some really good ones in
What'd
here.
they call you, Stevie Buckets?
I didn't have a nickname, unfortunately. It was just Vaughn. Hey, Vaughn, what's up? Lame.
Tyson Fury's the Gypsy King. Again, that's badass.
Why?
You're the Gypsy King, and you're the heavyweight champion of the world.
No. I think the nickname is cool, but why do they call him that?
Because he's a gypsy.
He is a gypsy?
Yeah, he's a gypsy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's where his family has
Hey,
those roots.
By the way, the Peaky Blinders movie is out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that on Netflix
I
or
think it's
HBO?
again, I think I always get these confused. I think it's Netflix.
Hmm.
I watched it the other day.
Good?
Yeah.
Because it's been a while.
It has.
I love Tommy Shelby.
Yeah, Tommy's prominent. It's a little. It's good.
Okay.
It's worth a watch. Like I loved Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna watch the movie.
Great name. Or great show.
Great name.
I'm looking through the names, but yes, that's a great show.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna watch it no matter what. But it's good.
I don't like the way you're saying
It's
that.
good. It's just not.
You don't sound confident.
Yeah, you
Well,
don't
it's-
sound confident
It's
at
not
all.
earth shattering. I try to be honest about my
You do.
TV and movie recs. It's not earth shattering, but if you liked Peaky Blinders, you have to watch it. And by the way, the guy who dances, what's that movie where the guy dances around naked at the end?
Barry Saltburn.
Yeah,
is
Barry-
the name of the movie. It's Barry Kazamayan or something, whatever that guy
He's
is.
in it, and he
Oh.
plays Tommy Shelby's kid.
I hate that guy.
He's pretty good in it.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
thought he was good. All right, that is enough of that. Screw you, Caleb Williams.
Yeah. You're not the Iceman, and I hope no one calls him the Iceman.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think he should just let it go.
Let it go.
at this
Someone will eventually give you your own nickname, and it'll stick.
All right, let's talk AI in an Oregon courtroom. Coming up next, here's Steven.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, the Sweet 16 ends tonight. Duke's taking on St. John's right now. Caleb Foster is playing for Duke. He was questionable coming into the matchup, but right now St. John's up early, midway through the first half, 20-15 over Duke. We got more games later on tonight. Tiger Woods, some bad news from him. He was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence following a rollover accident today. Officers on the scene determined he exhibited signs of impairment. Officials say Woods did not test positive for alcohol, but he refused to submit a urinalysis that would have determined whether other substances were in his system. Looks like he may not be playing in the Masters on April 9th. The NCAA, their appeal on the Trinidad Chambers case has been denied, so as a result, the Ole Miss quarterback will remain eligible for the 2026 season. The NCAA had denied Chambers' request for a 6th year of eligibility 2 separate times, but now, according to the courts, it seems Chambers will be eligible to play for the Ole Miss Rebels next season. Right-hander Shane Baz and the Baltimore Orioles, they're finalizing a 5-year, $68 million contract extension. Baz went 10-12 last year with a 4.87 ERA for the Tampa Bay Rays. The Trailblazers back in action tonight from the Moda Center, taking on the Dallas Mavericks. Blazers 37-37 on the year, looking to go above 500. Half game back to the Clippers, who are playing the Pacers today for that 8th spot in the Western Conference. Trailblazers 10.5-point faves over Dallas. For more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work. Insurance companies acting like jerks. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at WarrenAllen.com.
Hold on, we're waiting for your noted newsman. He's preparing.
He was out in the field.
Yeah,
Doing work.
he's out getting the scoop.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's a porta potty on fire down the road, so he was out
That's right.
getting the lowdown on it.
Went out there,
Yeah.
put my little reporter hat on.
Yeah. Last weekend, I was out roaming around, and I don't know if it was confirmed. I didn't have a stick, but like there was a group of people. I think there was a dead guy, and like there was like two people standing around it, and someone was like calling, but I didn't. I thought about like it, and I was like, "Where's my roving reporter?" But it was very weird.
So if you had a stick, you'd just poke him.
There's nothing that's going to penetrate that face. Well, the two people there were saying he was dead, and they were like, and he was like grabbing. He had like a handful of foil, but it was weird because he was like, he was in an unnatural lean, but it was like up. It was very strange. I didn't know what to do, and they were like, "Well, we called somebody," and then they like it'd been like a half hour, but like no one had shown up, so I was like, so I just kept walking. But I was like, where is a roving reporter when we need him? And I tried looking it up, but shockingly enough, like it's not. I don't think that stuff makes the news.
No, too many of them.
I think everyone's just like,
whatever.
But that was my first time as I've roamed these fair streets. I've never actually, I've never encountered that before. But it was, it's kind of strange.
Clearly, it's affected you.
Well, I mean, I don't know what to do.
It's all right.
What do you say?
Well, I get it.
It's a human life, but I didn't know him. You saw the foil, and then can I also say too the other some other street men had
Okay.
they had come and taken his things.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, dude.
Well, they're up for. I mean, it's not like he has a will,
Well, yeah, it was very strange. It was very weird.
or maybe he does.
Or
I
does
don't
he?
Oh man,
Maybe he has a trust.
like
Can
when
advocates help with that?
All right. It is March 17, 2026.
That's a weird
It is
start to
time
the
now
news.
for In the News. God.
that was news.
It's brought to you by the Advocates, injured attorneys at advocateslaw.com.
It's
He's a junior newsman.
Well, I
He's
didn't
helping
know how
out.
to bring
He's news
that.
contributor. Yeah.
Yes. I didn't know how to bring that up to In the News, but then there was a delay, and I was like, And I thought, is it appropriate to bring up for In the News?
That's someone's father.
Nah, he was
Maybe. It is International Whiskey Day.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Something. I'm like, yeah,
They're devout alcoholics.
piques my interest. Now you're a bourbon guy. Now, is
Yeah,
that
I like
all?
bourbon.
Is that all whiskeys, or we just?
Yeah, it's all whiskeys.
Okay.
Yeah, it says here.
Because you're a bourbon man, I'm more of an Irish whiskey fella
Irish
myself.
whiskey. Yep,
so.
yep. Canadian whiskey.
Yeah.
you
I've been getting into the, with the BTJ. We have to get the Japanese whiskeys.
Yeah, there you
Japanese
go.
whiskeys are underrated.
Yep, very popular.
Yeah.
These days. All right. What else we have? Oh, it's National Spanish Paella Day.
Ooh, like a good paella.
Dude, me too. I'm a sucker for paella.
Quite tasty. I had a nice one when I was in Portugal.
Yeah, I bet.
It's that's a very coastal thing to me. I need to be able to see water,
yeah.
and there's a feel to it.
But
It's like
even
a
in
sunny day.
Even in Portland, like if you come across, if you have like if the guy's Spanish or
Yeah.
the woman,
Yeah.
whoever is the chef,
Yeah.
like if they're from there, then I'm good with any paella at any time. I feel what you mean about the coastal thing.
Yeah.
But listen, I'll go to, as long as it's authentic,
Then you're good.
I'm in.
I feel like paella falls in that same category as like a chili or like a soup. It needs to be there's a certain vibe to it. Like I can't have soup on a hot day, and I don't want paella on a cold day. Paella is a spring summer dish for me. I can't have it. If it's 32 degrees outside, I don't really want some paella.
New fun game. Has Steven ever had paella?
No, 100% no.
No, not that I can remember.
That's what I thought. It's a delicious dish.
I've had soup
You had Chunky's.
Power rank these soups.
and chili. I've had that too. Nally's though.
Steven's top soups.
He's a Nally's guy.
What does that mean?
It's a
Nally's
brand.
chili?
It's a brand of chili. It's canned chili. I'm guessing Rob. Let's play the fun game as Rob had canned chili.
I never eat chili.
Yeah, nor out of a can, nor should you.
Okay, I mentioned AI in an Oregon courtroom. We have an Oregon attorney who has been fined a meager $10,000 US
It's fine.
after his opening brief in a case was found to, quote, non-existent legal precedent. So, in other words, he used AI for his opening brief.
And that's, you can get fined for that, 10 grand?
Well, yeah.
Why?
Because it's not real. I mean,
they,
in other words, they cross-checked it.
yeah.
And they were like, that isn't true. That doesn't exist. This quote. Okay, so let me read you the story. So the guy's from Salem. His name is William Gorso.
Okay.
He was hit with the fine for submitting an opening brief with at least 15 fabricated citations and at least 9 quotations that do not exist.
It's like an old term paper that I wrote back in college. Yeah, just make up some sources and throw some quotes in there. You're not going to check
Spark
it.
notes?
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Well,
Yeah.
isn't this a thing now that the kids are all doing everything with AI?
Yeah, 100%.
Writing all their papers and stuff?
Yes.
The state's response brief pointed out that a number of the citations in the opening brief and even quotes in the opening brief that were purportedly from cases don't appear to match any case that they could find. And frankly, we followed up and we could not find those either, said the appellate judge.
Yeah, that's rough. It's a rough go.
Those fabricated citations, the result of using AI to do legal research for an opening brief. Now, he says, my law clerk was using a search engine that we have now completely discarded. That is the explanation for that. There was no intent
They did the oopsie.
to not match the propositions with the citations. It was just strictly a bad search engine.
So we're supposed to believe that AI lied and made up quotes?
Well, if you believe him, it's not even AI. It was just a search engine.
Yeah, I don't believe that for a second.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
So, you know.
You tell me you didn't do that. Like, that honestly, that blows me away that that's a real attorney. Like, didn't you do this in college?
We didn't really have it in college.
No. You didn't ever do fake sources?
Oh. No, I don't think so. I tried not to.
Like, if I had to write a paper and you had to use like
bibliography.
Yeah, trust me. Ford Poston, who was my roommate, that man was the foremost expert on everything. He wrote a lot of books that I was quoting. And my point was, in a class of like 450 people, if you're willing to check my 7th source and you get me, you know what? You deserve to get me. Touche, professor. But come on.
I was always afraid they were going to actually look up my sources, and if it were fake, then I would get in trouble.
But that's my whole point. Those big classes,
they were never doing that.
Zero
But
chance.
I always had that fear.
Oh, yeah, I pushed right through that. But when you're an attorney, for God's sakes, he didn't get disbarred or anything, right? He just got
just 10 G's,
Just 10
man.
G's.
You know.
Yeah. You know that dumbass got caught, and he's like, crap. Got to come out with a lie.
Well, at least they're taking it seriously.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's only a matter of time, like, before all that stuff. I mean, they did say that that's, like, one of the big fears is low-level attorneys, like contract attorneys or paralegals. AI is going to be doing all that stuff. You just have litigators and whatnot, but
What could possibly go wrong?
yeah.
The New York Times, what it's like to live in Portland, Oregon. Next on The Fan. All right, this is in the news for March 27, 2026. Brought to you by the Advocates, injury attorneys at advocateslaw.com. Okay, New York Times has written up Portland, Oregon. Could go one of two ways, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Good. Or bad.
I'm guessing bad, but let's see. Let's go on this journey together.
According to the New York Times, Portland may be weird, but life is good.
Hey, there we go.
As of Wednesday morning, the Living In column of the daily newspaper's real estate section includes an overview of the Rose City, informing newcomers and potential residents on what to expect. Quote, Portland got its start as a pit stop on the Oregon Trail, the fur trade and timberlands, bringing a stream of white settlers to the city in its early years.
Big on the whites here.
Today's residents eschew fur and logging in favor of protesting injustice while naked on bicycles or dressed in inflatable animal costumes. Beyond the activism and its well-known quirkiness, Portland is a city designed for leisure, with access to nature and a high quality of life. The newspaper recognized the metro area as a host of several businesses, including Nike, the Leica Studios, and Wyden and Kennedy. The city was also recognized as a hub for outdoor spaces like Forest Park and the tiny Mill Ends Park, as well as its proximity to other natural areas such as the Pacific Ocean and Mount Hood. They went on to highlight specific areas of Portland like the Laurelhurst, Irvington, and Selwood Moreland neighborhoods for their architecture. Meanwhile, the publication said that the Pearl District and Slabtown areas, where we are, have seen the development of several new restaurants, lofts, and art galleries. The column also noted Portland was impacted by the national response to local protests following the George Floyd death and the more recent presence of ICE. But then Francis May owner Pamela Baker Miller said, I think Portland has a PR problem. Portland is a really special place to live, and it's really amazing to start a business. The newspaper also spoke with Modern Homes Collective real estate agent Marissa Swenson, who said the city is, quote, rebuilding.
Well, I do agree that Portland has a PR problem, and I've been saying it for years. It's not anywhere near the crap that people make it out to be. And if no one wanted to be here, why is the homes why are they so expensive? It's a great place to be. Is it perfect? No. But hopefully we're on the bounce back. Now, the business thing, I don't know, because I do not own a business. I haven't started one here. I do hear from many people that have that we are still a very difficult place to deal with when it comes to that. Hopefully, though, we figure it out that we should probably make that a little easier if we want to keep businesses. Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, the mayor's talked about it.
No.
The new city council is trying to work on that.
No. That's all we have time for. You guys ready for some sport?
Sure. What?
Big Tiger Woods news today, guys.
Jagga.
I'm fine.
He's not.
Maybe he is. Maybe he's fine. You know? Maybe he's just fine.
He's probably feeling fine when he was driving.
That's true.
Might not even have hurt when he crashed. Couldn't feel anything.
I love that he climbed out of the passenger door with his car on.
What else are you supposed to do?
Well, I don't know.
He was sitting on his own door.
That would be a fun video to see.
Totally. When you're the trailer guy and you're sitting there like in that. Well, we'll come back and talk about it.
Yeah.
But he flipped his car.
Yeah.
And he was I was lying on the driver's side.
Oh.
It'd be like you're waiting for somebody to pop out of that Range Rover,
And it's Tiger.
and you're gonna talk to him. Hey, could I get your insurance information? And all this.
Yeah.
And it's freaking Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
His big old white chiclets looking at you.
He's all pilled out.
He's all glossy eyed.
You're like, oh boy.
You're like, oh boy, I'm gonna be a headline. We'll get to that and so much more coming up next on The Fan.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Sweet 16 wrapping up tonight. We got a couple games going on right now. As of right now, Duke taking on St. John's. Duke guard Caleb Foster, he is actually playing this game. He was questionable headed into the game. Right now, we're heading towards the end of the first half. Duke up 39-37. And Alabama, the 4th seed, taking on 1 seed Michigan right now. We are at the first 4 timeout here. 15:38 left in the first half. Alabama up to a quick 11-4 start over Michigan. Iowa State, their stud forward Joshua Jefferson, he is questionable still with an ankle injury. He did not play in the second round game against Kentucky. Got hurt in the first round, but he still is a game-time decision. Tiger Woods, he was arrested today on suspicion of driving under the influence following a rollover accident. According to authorities, officer on the scene determined he exhibited signs of impairment, while officials say Woods did not test positive for alcohol, but he did refuse to submit a urinalysis that would have determined whether other substances were in his system. NCAA's appeal in the Trinidad Chambers case has been denied, so as a result, the Ole Miss quarterback remains eligible for the 2026 season. The NCAA had denied Chambers' request for a 6th year of eligibility 2 separate times, but he kept fighting, and now Chambers will be eligible to play for the Ole Miss Rebels next season. And your Portland Trailblazers, they're 37-37 on the season. They host the Dallas Mavericks tonight from the Moda Center. Still a half game back of the Clippers for that 8th seed in the Western Conference. Trailblazers 10.5-point favorites over Dallas. For more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt, missing work, insurance companies acting like jerks. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at WarrenAllen.com.
Welcome back. Hope you're having a nice little Friday. It is your Sportsman. My name is Isaac. Hello. Big Sook's right over there. Look at him.
Right here.
We've got Stephen Vaughn on the controls. We call him Stevie Brackets. We're watching Sweet 16 hoops.
Got a good one going on with Duke and St. John's.
Yeah, 39-37. Final minutes of the first half. Duke leading by 2. And Michigan, Alabama may be underway, I think. I don't know.
11-7 Alabama just a few minutes in.
Yep.
Okay. And then later we get
Michigan State, Connecticut at 6:45, and then the nightcap, Tennessee, Iowa State.
Good games today. So the GOAT, Tiger Woods, has stolen the show again today.
Yeah.
We talked about it in the opening segment.
And it's not because he's decided to play in the Masters.
No.
No.
He was going to play in the U.S. Senior Open,
Yeah.
apparently.
I don't think he's doing that anymore either. Although maybe, I mean, he's okay.
He might. I don't know. I can't wait to hear what he says about this. Like, it's like, you know.
Do you deny it? Because
I don't know how he handles it. Like, I don't know. Like you said earlier, the guy clearly has serious issues.
Yes.
And it's just becoming sad, and I don't know. I don't know how he's going to handle it. I don't know. Somebody asked on the text line, is Tiger Woods just becoming a parody joke of his former self?
Yeah.
And he kind of is. Yeah. It's kind of becoming like sort of Mike Tyson level, like what's next?
Sure.
You know, kind of guy.
Yeah, I was playing golf today when a buddy of mine, the great Liquor Rick, just texted me and it just said, Tiger, 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 sad face. And I was like, oh, God. And my first thought was, he's dead.
That says it all right there. I think a lot of people thought that, like, oh, he died today.
That was my very first thought. And then when you look it up, I was like, so I grabbed the phone out of the bag, ESPN.com, and I see the car on the side, and you're like, well, he's dead. And it turns out, by the way, he's fine. And by the way, can I also say that in the photo, after he climbed out of the car, he looks great. Like I
haven't seen that.
Yeah, he's in great spirit. Go to TMZ. He's in great spirits. His shirt's tucked in. He, he's got his sunglasses on. He's talking on the phone. He looks like $1 million. Problem is,
God, he does.
Right? Like, you could only wish to look that good after a car wreck. I mean, my God, that guy looks amazing. So he's, something's going right. But yeah, he blew a 0 on the breathalyzer, but the cop said that he was impaired. He refused the urine test. So, look, we all know what happened. My guy likes pills. He's had God knows how many surgeries. He's walking around on a burnt, crispy leg. He tore his Achilles. He had another back surgery. The dude's popping pills left and right. And stop getting behind the wheel of cars. And you were literally trying to go around a trailer in a residential neighborhood. You went up on a lawn, for God's sakes.
So let's.
He's lucky he's not dead. Someone isn't dead.
Let's play the sheriff. This is Jupiter Island, so it's where he lives.
Yeah.
2:00 in the afternoon, just old South Tiger getting behind the wheel. This is about 2 minutes of the sheriff speaking on what happened.
Shortly again before 2, the pressure cleaner truck pulling a small trailer, was northbound on South Beach Road and was pulling kind of to turn into a driveway. It was starting to turn into a driveway, and the driver of that vehicle looked in his mirror and saw a Land Rover, a dark-colored Land Rover, overtaking him at high speeds, and I don't know those speeds. The Land Rover kept overtaking him. He saw it coming, so he tried to edge off to the side of the road, but this is a small 2-lane road, and there was no shoulder for this pressure cleaner gentleman to get off the side of the road. As he was trying to move to the side of the road, the Land Rover overtook him at the last minute, swerved to avoid a collision, but clipped the back end of the trailer of the pressure cleaner apparatus, listed to the side, and then rolled on the driver's door north past the truck that had just avoided the crash with. The individual driving that Land Rover was able to crawl out the passenger door of the car and was identified to be Mr. Tiger Woods. Our DUI investigators came to the scene here, and Mr. Woods did exemplify signs of impairment. They did several tests on him. Of course, he did explain the injuries and the surgeries that he had. We did take that into account. But they did do some in-depth roadside tests, and when it was determined, he was placed under arrest and taken to the Martin County Jail. At the Martin County Jail, and even on scene, we really weren't suspicious of alcohol being involved in this case, and that proved to be true at the jail. So Mr. Woods did a breathalyzer test, blew 000s, but when it came time for us to ask for a urinalysis test, he refused, and so he's been charged with DUI, with property damage, and refusal to submit to a lawful test. In the crash, no one was injured. Mr. Woods did not seem to be injured at all, and the other gentlemen were not injured. But this happened a few hours ago, so I've given you the information that I have right here, right now.
Okay, no, the sheriff was not taking a giant leak while he was talking. That he was standing next to a water feature.
Yeah, there's a water. Yeah, we were hoping that when Stephen Vaughn was cutting it, he was just in the bathroom.
I recorded this while in the bathroom. Yes,
that's the longest pee ever.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's the deets. It happened again. I woke up and I saw it, or I didn't wake up, but it happened, and you see the headline, and it's like, Tiger Woods rolls his car again. You're like, you don't. At this point, you just don't give him the benefit of the doubt, right?
No.
Like, you just know that something bad happened, or something nefarious, stupid, Tiger being stupid again.
Yep.
And sure enough, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, he just. I like that he threw in the injuries, because that's what Tiger said. I'm taking something for the pain.
Yeah, I've had a lot of injuries.
A lot of injuries.
My name's Eldrick.
And we take that. Look how great I look. I'm clearly fine, and that's Tiger. We get it, man. You look like $1 million, but you can't. We can't be on the Vicodin and the muscle relaxers and then getting behind the wheel of the Range Rover in the residential area. So
taking that TGL loss hard, I think, is probably what it is.
Well,
if he would have made that 3-foot putt, think of what today. We don't even know about this today. Would not have happened.
Right.
It is kind of sad though. That, Billy Joel had kind of some of these for a while, where he kept getting into auto accidents, and no one wants to admit that there's an issue there, and clearly there's an issue now. It's number 4 for Tiger. We need to probably get something figured out.
He is cornering the market on billionaire car accidents.
Yes. And I think that's the frustrating part for people is he's a billionaire. You have an issue. Just get someone to drive you.
Dude.
Shouldn't be that hard.
Or just don't drive when you're all pilled out.
Yeah, well. That clearly is his judgment.
At
That's
two in
not
the-
an option. Come
At
on.
2 in the afternoon.
Well, man,
Be serious, Rob.
yeah, stop with that.
God.
You know, it's got to take the edge off, man.
I'm sad. This makes me sad.
You're not walking around on a fried chicken leg. I mean, that thing's tough.
And it makes me sad.
Probably hurts a lot.
I hate it.
Need a little something, something. It is sad to see
My main
someone
dude.
who was that great, and now, as someone pointed out, you're being reduced to
He's a joke.
he's an SNL sketch at
He's
this
a
point.
damn joke.
Yeah.
And it's his own fault.
Yeah.
You can get pilled out all you want. Just don't drive.
Yeah, but you should probably get the pill thing dealt with because
No.
you're 50 and that pain's not going away, and eventually those pills are going to catch up to you. So
well,
you
yes,
should
but
probably get those dealt.
But again, like just do you behind closed, like Britney Spears does it, right? Or didn't she get a Dewey recently?
Yeah, she got a Dewey too.
Yeah, see, you leave the house. That's the problem.
Stay in
when,
the house.
When you're a train wreck, stay in the house.
When him and Shia get together, this is going to be crazy.
Yeah. See, what you're doing though is you're putting rational behavior inside a man that likes a lot of pills.
I know.
You can't.
Is he the new Shia LaBeouf?
Well,
Is Tiger going to be the new Shia
we haven't
LaBeouf?
seen him take to the. Well, he does take to the streets. We haven't seen him take to like Mardi Gras yet.
No, but we know how this type of thing ends,
Yes.
right? Like it's
Yeah.
not good.
Well, and but
Worse is coming.
I would hope that someone at TaylorMade or someone is in his life, his kids, his ex-wife, someone grabs a hold of him and is able to shake some sense into him, and he, go to rehab, man. You clearly have a problem that you can't kick. So, what is the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing, expecting different results. So the injuries aren't going anywhere. The pain's not going anywhere. You got to find a better way to deal with it because this ain't working.
Somebody said he looks like a Karen on the phone. He does look a little. He's got his bad sunglasses on.
Yeah.
He's never been able to find a pair of sunglasses that
No, he has not.
looks good on him.
No.
Like ever.
No.
And he's got those on. He's dressed like he just came from the golf course, but he's got his hand on his hip like he's been wronged.
That trailer came out of nowhere.
He's been put out. He's talking on the phone. He does look like a Karen.
I'm kind of waiting. What if he takes the defiant stance and comes out and starts blaming the trailer guy? What if he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. This didn't do
I
anything
didn't go
wrong.
on a lawn.
It just double down, man. These lies, these egregious lies against me. They don't have any proof.
It's misconstrued. No,
Yeah.
no one knows what it did.
Exactly. It's taken out of context is what it was.
Right. Yeah.
So he had to go to jail for like 8 hours.
Yeah. He's been released and he'll be fine.
Will he?
Well, he's not going to jail over this.
I know, I'm
I would
just
hope
being-
his license.
I'm talking
can
about
stay
his
away.
personal life. Like, will he be fine? I don't know that he will. Like this guy says, like 3 or so DUIs, and Sook's talking about, the pills will eventually catch up to him.
Well, I mean, they did almost
I feel
kill
like they
him.
already have.
They have. But at the same time, no one has died. And yes, he has had severe consequences, but he's never done serious jail time. And he hasn't killed himself or he hasn't killed anyone. And he's damn lucky. I mean, when you see it, dude, he was in someone's front yard, for God's sakes. That's what do we have? Johnny Guideau, Johnny Hockey, and his brother, was that like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago? Same sort of thing. They were riding their bikes. Someone who had been drinking was behind another car, was impatient, went around them to try to pass them, and ran over 2 people. I mean, Tiger is damn lucky that no one is dead at this point,
this
including
text-
himself. So has it caught up with him? I guess, but it really hasn't because Tiger hasn't hit rock bottom. You think he's hit rock bottom. He hits the sides all the time. But, every time you think you've hit rock bottom, you find a whole new world down there. And if he keeps going, that's my point, is eventually something will happen and there'll be a Henry Ruggs type situation and everyone's going to sit back and be like, dude, how easy was this to prevent?
Yeah, this text, the last time he got a DUI, he won the Masters 2 years later.
Oh.
So buckle up. 52-year-old Tiger.
Put the bet on it. By the way, did you see, I think in August, Henry Ruggs can be released?
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, he's up for parole. And if he gets released in August,
He'll be back.
he's like 27.
Yes, he will be back because 1, he'll probably need money.
Yeah.
And 2, he served his time, in the eyes of
The law, at least.
In the eyes of the law.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Get a life, bro.
Tiger, button your ass up. Hire a driver. Get unlimited Uber.
You're worth $1 billion. You're,
You bonehead.
you want to go be Tiger's driver? How much would it have to pay you? Just,
To be Tiger's driver?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I would leave you in a heartbeat to go be Tiger's driver.
I'm assuming that pays pretty well, right?
Yes, that'd be fantastic. And I tell you what, I think I'd end up being buddies with him. He'd like me.
Yeah.
I'd go slow.
Do a lot of pills with him, or
I don't think you're allowed to go
No.
slow. I think Tiger wants to go fast.
Well, he's going 90 in the LA one,
Yeah.
wasn't he?
Yeah, you got to speed a little bit, man.
He wasn't today, though.
Well, he was residential. I mean, I don't know if he did. They did say extreme speed though.
Yeah, he came up on him fast.
Yeah.
Tiger's got a little bit of a lead foot out there. Mm-hmm. Tiger.
Is that the barbecue leg or is that the torn Achilles?
The barbecue. Terrible.
What do you call that thing? The drumstick? I don't know. Which one of those? Because he's either got one with the torn Achilles or he's got the one that is Freddy Krueger crisp. So either way, maybe that affects it. You know.
I just wonder how often he's super pilled.
I'm guessing.
Like, were we watching it when his sweaty HGH face the other day at TGL? Is he all pilled up?
Yeah.
Like, he looked awful smiley.
Well,
you know,
as someone who took pills when he played, you do get very sweaty. That's a pretty.
well, I'm thinking how much pain he's in too.
Yeah.
Like to play,
He's
he
on a
probably
lot.
has to take a lot of stuff
He's
just to
on
get
a
out there.
yeah.
Yeah. When you go down that road, I mean, I've talked about, we had a real pill culture when I played, and it's still there. We just don't talk about it as much, but the NFL runs on pills. And so does college football. It just does. And so it's pretty commonplace for guys to have pill problems. And when you get to this sort of level, you're taking a lot and you're taking them all the time. Because the problem with the pills is if you've got permanent pain, right? You're dealing with the leg, you're dealing with the back, and you come out of surgery, you take pills for the surgery. So you're taking pills for the Achilles. But then your Achilles starts feeling fine. But you don't want to stop taking the pills because the pills makes everything else feel better. And so your new normal just becomes, why do I want to be in pain when the pills make me feel better? So it goes from you're taking pills 2 or 3 times a day to deal with an acute injury to, well, I'm just taking them all the time. So when you're at his level, my guess is that guy is on a lot. I'm guessing his number, if he was being honest, per day is a shockingly high amount because the tolerance level gets built up. And the fact that it's 2 p.m. and you're on those, that's not a coincidence that he just happened to take them. And it probably is normal to him because if you're doing it every day, you're never not on them. And so he probably thought he was, oh, this is just how I am. I can drive. I'm normal.
All right, coming up next, rumor has it this guy could be traded, and it would be a doozy on The Fan. By the way, a couple of other things going on. One, Major League Baseball has reached day 3, so this is the point where we don't care. Is that right?
Well, for some people, like the Royals today, this was your opening day.
I know. But, in terms of like headlines and just telling you what's going on, it's like,
whatever.
Well, there's no scores in my updates. We're over.
It's over.
Yeah.
Well, what's weird is like the Mets had opening day yesterday, and then they're not playing today, and then they're playing tomorrow against the Pirates. So it's the same series, but we got a day off.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
I don't know.
Much needed day off after that, the one game.
Yeah, the one game, and then I was like, I was wondering, is that just like a one-off, and then they're going to play someone? No, it's a series against the Pirates. They just decided to take Friday off.
The NFL starts giving teams bye weeks after week 1.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's odd, but okay.
So there could be a blockbuster trade coming.
In what sport?
Good question.
Thank you. TGL? Is Tiger Woods getting traded from Jupiter? Have they had enough?
You think they'll punt? Bye, bitch, on Tiger now that he's been...
They're trading him to the Bay Club.
You're selling low, though. You're selling low on Tiger stock.
What if Tiger ends up with our new Motor City team?
Yeah.
Oh, see, now we're talking. Get Tiger in a blue-collar city.
So the last thing we need him is Motor City.
In Detroit.
A bunch of cars. He can hop behind the wheel when he's all pilled out.
That's probably not good.
So, no, I'm talking NFL, and they're saying this could be a blockbuster for a couple of things that have happened recently. This would be quite a doozy, and that would be the great Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
There are a lot of rumblings that he may get dealt. Remember, he asked out, didn't he?
Yes,
of,
he asked out
Cleveland?
many times, and then they gave him, at the time, the biggest contract in pass rushing history, and apparently that shuts you up. But now he realizes that he has that money, and he doesn't want to be there, and Cleveland realizes they ain't going anywhere, so it probably behooves you, much like the Max Crosby thing. Like, when you're a bad team and you have so many holes, a Myles Garrett doesn't help you win games. So this makes sense for both sides to probably move along.
Yeah, so they said that two things have happened recently that have led the league and the rumor mill to kind of heat up. One is they restructured his contract.
Yeah.
So they changed it, and they said before the change, the Browns would have taken $70 million dead cap hit if they traded him before June 1.
Yikes.
After June 1, that hit could be spread over 2 seasons, 21.4 in 2026 and 48.7 in 2027, but a pre-draft trade would still have carried the full $70.3 million charge, making it obviously a difficult deal to pull off.
Yeah, it's killer.
So with the new language, the Browns would take a $41 million dead cap hit if they traded him before June 1, but after June 1, the hit would be $15 million in 2026, $25 million in 2027, and those are far more manageable figures. So they did that recently. And the other thing that the Browns did that raised some eyebrows is they have proposed a rule that would make trades easier. So currently, NFL teams can trade draft picks only 3 years into the future, and Cleveland's proposal would extend that to 5 years.
A la the NBA.
And so you put those two things together, and you realize, maybe the Browns are ready to do some deals on draft night.
Yes, they would like it at this point to probably move on from Myles Garrett. And I think Myles Garrett wants to move on, so the question becomes, what's the price tag, right? I mean, it was 2-1s for Micah Parsons, it was 2-1 for Max Crosby, and Myles Garrett is better than both of them. He is, though, 30 years old, and that just goes down to in the NFL. Once you reach 30, and you're expensive, be interested to see what that market is. But if someone's going to get 2-1s, I would assume it's Myles Garrett. And then you start looking at the teams that would be interested. I would assume it's the same sort of teams that were interested in Micah Parsons and Max Crosby. Although, like with the Ravens, they're the ones that won the Max Crosby sweepstakes. They already have Trey Hendrickson. So does that go to the Dallas Cowboys?
Dallas would certainly be a player.
Do the San Francisco 49ers come into play? But they've got money issues.
Boy, I love that one.
Yeah.
Myles Garrett to San Francisco?
The Rams have always been a team that decides what the hell they'll shove all their chips into. The Philadelphia Eagles would be another one that always seems to be, in the mix, willing to throw their hat in the ring.
Patriots and Bills are mentioned as well.
Do the Seattle Seahawks do that? Do the Bills? I mean, you're talking about contending teams because you're not getting he doesn't want to go play for a bad team, and a bad team makes no sense. You're talking about it. This is a finishing touch on a roster.
Yeah, so they're thinking 2-1s and another premier pick, or maybe 3-1s.
Yeah, boy, I wouldn't do it.
2-1s, 2-2s.
Nah, I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. I just think sometimes when you
Because he's too old?
Yeah, he's on the wrong side of 30, and he's been very good, and he's been durable, but I'm just not that. Once you reach the age of 30, I just think you're giving up a lot, and at that point you have to win a Super Bowl. And it's one thing when you're talking about one, but I mean the idea of 3 1s or 2 1s and a key player. I'm not as risk oriented as that. But 2 1s for the right team, anything more than that, 2 1s and a player, no thanks. We're good here.
Following the Reacher story.
Yeah.
Who's the Reacher guy?
Alan, is it Richardson, Richmond,
something like that?
Something like that.
He's the guy who beat up his neighbor.
Yeah.
Following that story, who is the sportsman that you at least want to piss off? Because mine is Myles Garrett.
Yeah, it's probably high up there. He's pretty terrifying.
He's terribly terrifying. That guy is enormous. I'm like the size of one of his legs.
Yeah, I'm not certain that I would. That's not a fight that I think I would want to pick. Aaron Donald's still high up on that list for me.
Still, huh?
And he doesn't even play. You know who might be number 1 on my list? And it's hilarious because like no one messes with him is Trent Williams. Trent Williams, like he's the guy that slapped Richard Sherman, and Richard Sherman just like walked away. And there'll be like there'll be like scuffles on the field, and everyone's pushing and shoving. And then Trent Williams gets in the middle of it, and everyone just stops. Trent Williams, that's a ham hock coming at you. I know Myles Garrett looks the part because he looks like a Jack Reacher type, but I'm guessing if someone was going to get Myles Garrett to back down, it might be Trent Williams.
God, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
The Richard Sherman thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Trent Williams.
Because like you don't really think about NFL offensive linemen because they're big, but we always think of like, the dude that's like super jacked and ripped, but a dude that's like 325, there's a lot of mass behind that overhand right coming at you.
I think OJ would have been another one when he was alive.
Yeah, I would probably.
The juice.
Yeah.
I don't want him snapping on me.
Well, James Harrison's always the one that people are always, like scariest dude in the history of the NFL. That's always one that people, and it's sometimes it's the one that you don't necessarily think of. It's like the backup linebacker.
But he's crazy.
Yeah. Who was it? Geno Smith. Remember Geno Smith was talking crap to one of like I forget what his name was, but he was like a backup Polynesian linebacker. He's the one that broke Geno Smith's jaw. Every team, there's like 1 or 2 guys that you don't know about, but they're literally the scariest guy. Maybe they grew up boxing or MMA training or they're black belt in something. They're a little bit off, a little bit crazy, and just everyone knows like he may not be the best player, but just
Vontez Burfict.
Yeah.
Carl Everett.
Yes.
I'm thinking of all the whack jobs.
Yeah, those
Crazy
guys.
Dudes.
Well, the infamous one who might be the scariest guy that ever played in the NFL is Charles Haley. Like there are legitimate guys that I played with that have Charles Haley stories that you can't like you don't want to believe them, but then like you hear them from enough people, and even Charles Haley kind of smiles, like nods about him, that you're like, oh yeah, like in a league full of scary human beings, everyone was scared of Charles Haley, like everybody. Remember he tried to he punched a hole through the wall of Jerry Jones' head during the Emmitt Smith holdout. Like they lost, and I guess Jerry Jones came in the locker room, and Charles Haley put his hand through the wall by Jerry Jones' head. And then like the next day they signed Emmitt Smith.
What do you think Jerry Jones' head would have done if it were in front of that?
It exploded.
You think it would just explode like a watermelon?
Yeah.
I think so too.
It's Gallagher.
Yeah.
Gallagher with the hammer and the watermelon.
I'm telling you, man, guys like this, I had a friend of mine that I played with, and he was the scariest guy on my team. I was terrified of him. He knocked people out through their helmets. Same thing. He looked like the Thing from the Fantastic Four. And normally in football fights, it's not that big a deal. Like you get punched in the helmet or a guy grabs you by the face mask. It's like, whatever. Maybe you get a little bit of a bloody nose or like a cut on the chin. I saw that dude knock people out, punching them like in the helmet, and they still buckled and like went down. And you're like, dude, did you break your hand? He didn't care. And you're like, note to self, don't fight him. Like if he's knocking someone out through a helmet, what happens if he hits me in the head? No matter what that guy did, we all just were like, he could literally do anything, and we just looked the other way. We're like, whatever. It's the Tiger Woods thing. You're like, just stay out of his way. He's on the road, clear the path. And there's guys like that out there.
No.
And you don't always know who they are.
All right, no Joey Harrington again this week. He's out in Spain or something like that. I don't know.
You're a freaking bitch.
That's the one someone brought up real quick. Justin Smith. Did you hear that story that was recently told by...
I did, yeah.
So look up if you don't know who we're talking about. Justin Smith was a defensive lineman, played 12, 13 years in the NFL. They called him Cowboy. He's out of Missouri. And he was a D lineman for the San Francisco 49ers. And Patrick Willis and one of the other teammates were telling this story on like the Bussin' with the Boys, like maybe a month or two ago. And they said Justin Smith, who had just gotten traded, I think from Cincinnati to San Francisco, had been with the team like a week, went to a party at Joe Staley's house, who was their right tackle. Joe Staley, giant human being. And they said at the party, Justin Smith didn't know anybody. He went, headbutted Joe Staley, broke his nose, beat him up, then went and took Joe Staley's furniture and threw it in the bonfire that they were having outside. And when asked why he did it, Justin Smith said, "It's like prison. I'm new to the team. I'm going to find the biggest guy and kick his ass so no one messes with me." That's Justin Smith. I don't know if he was the biggest guy, but I promise you, everyone on that team, including Patrick Willis, wanted nothing to do with Justin Smith.
You freaking bitch.
The idea that he broke his nose and then burned his furniture? My
Seems
God.
excessive.
Right? You're like, dude, you just busted my face for no reason. He's like, yeah, well, watch this. I'm going to burn your couch, bitch.
All right, we'll empty out the tickle trunk in place of Joey. We'll do that next. Here's Steven.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Sweet 16 action. And just like last night, first two games tonight, looking pretty good so far. Right now, closing in at the end of the first half, just about 2.5 minutes left. Michigan, the 1 seed, up over Alabama, 43-41 in the back and forth affair. While start of the second half, St. John's, the 5 seed, they're up 48-44 over 1 seed Duke. Later on, we got Michigan State taking on UConn and Tennessee. Tennessee's taking on, I'm blanking right now, but they're fighting someone. Who are they playing?
Iowa State.
Iowa State, there we go. That's right, because Joshua Jefferson, he is a game-time decision now when he rolled his ankle in the first round of the NCAA tournament against Tennessee State, did not play against Kentucky in round 2. He's ruled a game-time decision. Would be a big one if he can play. Tiger Woods, he was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence following a rollover accident earlier today, around 2 p.m. Eastern Time, according to authorities. Officers said they're on the scenes, determined he exhibited signs of impairment, but the official said it did not test positive for alcohol. Woods did refuse to submit a urinalysis that would have determined whether other substances were in his system. NCAA, their appeal in the Trinidad Chambliss case has been denied, so as a result, Ole Miss, they got their quarterback back for a 6th year of eligibility. The NCAA had denied Chambliss twice to try to get his 6th year of eligibility, but now, because of the courts, Chambliss will be eligible to play for Ole Miss. And the Trailblazers, they host the Mavericks tonight from Moto Center. Blazers 37-37, looking to get above 500 on this season. Half game back of the Clippers for that 8th seed. Trailblazers 10.5-point faves over Dallas. For more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work. Insurance companies acting like jerks. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at WarrenAllen.com.
All right, welcome back. If you're tuning in for Jay Joseph, he is out again this week, traveling in Europe. He'll be back next week. Boy, I tell you what, Duke is on the ropes, man. St. John's is on a 13-0 run. They're now leading Duke 53-44.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of time left, still 15 minutes, but Duke is being thoroughly outplayed. And I got to tell you, man.
You here for it?
Well, no. For reasons I cannot divulge.
I see.
Me as well.
But I was thinking this during the break. I was watching St. John's, and it's stunning to me that Kansas even came close to beating this team. Because sometimes when they when they're playing like the way they're playing right now, like we were talking about this game earlier in the show, and we said the only way St. John's can really win this game is to turn Duke over. They are turning Duke over right and left. Like, Duke cannot handle their length and speed. Like, they're just absolute. Duke is like petrified when they have the ball, and that's Duke. That's the number one team in the tournament. But I was thinking during the break, if there is a game, and now Rick Pitino is not going to have the best team anymore because he's coaching at St. John's.
Yeah.
In terms of the talent, but if all talent is equal, where is Rick Pitino on your list of a guy you would want to coach the biggest game of your life? Because he is awfully high on mine.
Top 3?
He might be number 1. All talent equal, college basketball.
That's tough to know because it's like Coach K always had,
Well, his team, I mean, you know the hallmark of his teams.
Yeah, you know what it's about. But, I mean, even with that, I mean, he ushered one of the biggest upsets in college basketball history as far as elite teams. They knocked off that UNLV team that had no business losing. UNLV was better than Duke, and Coach K got it. I mean, very rarely would you say that Coach K got out-coached. Pitino has certainly done it, and Pitino doesn't always, like you said, always have the best squad.
Well, again, I'm more talking about talent equal.
Talent equal, but that's what I'm saying.
Roy Williams, you got Coach K, you got, you can take freaking Boeheim's matchup zone. You can take Ricky P. You can take who do you want? Like, Rick Pitino might be the guy. He is freaking awesome.
You can make a case for it,
because
absolutely.
this team that he has right here should not be up by 9 on Duke.
No,
and those Louisville teams that he had weren't that great either. Like the one that won the national championship, it was a bunch of dudes that didn't make the NBA.
Well, could you say the same thing then? Maybe if you're going down that road,
Kelvin Sampson.
I was thinking Tom Izzo, because I mean, Izzo again. It's the idea of if you can do that with what Michigan State offers. Like, I mean, when's the last time? I mean, guys, I guess they Draymond Green, but I mean, outside of Draymond Green, when's the last time?
It's like Miles Bridges,
Mateen Cleaves.
Yeah, it's like and yet that dude just they overachieve, and they're tough and they're physical, and he will keep you in that game. I think you can make a strong case for Tom Izzo.
Well, they're all great.
Yeah,
it's just, I don't know. There's something about Ricky P's teams, man.
Well, Pitino, his teams always get after you.
Yes.
That's the thing. They're not going to be afraid of any moment.
No.
Yeah, it's like if you have Kelvin Sampson is the only coach that I can think of that has teams that play like Rick's.
And if you watch this, dude, St. John's is up in their jock. And it is just
over the floor.
And you can tell Duke is uncomfortable. They make you uncomfortable, and that is a hallmark of Sampson's teams.
It's this era's Nolan Richardson.
Yes.
40 minutes. Just
those 40 minutes of hell. Those Arkansas teams made you uncomfortable.
Because you can't just, trap and do all this kind of stuff all the time, but they are going to pressure you 94 feet every single play.
And he gets his guys to buy in and play that style, and it's fun to watch.
The other one's pretty fun, too. We're on pace for a 100-point game as Michigan and Alabama are tied at 47.
At the half, right?
Yeah, there's 6 seconds left. I'm watching the Duke game, but...
we got the Dukies.
Bama's making shots. It's like you said, if Bama can make shots, they can stick this game. They're not going to play defense because Michigan is so good.
No, Michigan's offense is going to cut through them like warm butter. But if Bama chucks, I mean, they just continue to chuck.
Well, and that's St. John's is not a good shooting team, and they said that going into the tournament, like they were one of the worst, I guess, elite teams as far as shooting goes. But in the tournament, they're shooting like 40% from behind the arc. These first 2 games, Dude, they've knocked down 11. They're 11 for 21 shooting the 3-ball in this game against Duke, and I guess that was kind of the thing is like people didn't believe they could keep this up because they're not a great shooting team. Well, they're shooting better than ever against Duke.
If they do that, they could beat anybody in the tournament.
And Duke, by the way, Duke is the number 1 defensive team against the 3-ball all year, and St. John's is lighting it up against them.
Good stuff. It's going to be a good night.
I don't know why, too, but I kind of like Rick Pitino. I know I shouldn't.
I do, too.
But
he's charming.
Exactly.
He's mafia charming.
It's the mob part of him.
There's something about him that I just...
Well, he's the guy that'll wink at you. Like, he gets the bit. Yeah. He knows.
Yeah.
He knows he's laying it on thick and he's full of crap.
Well, Pitino and Calipari are the same guy. It's just the Pitino's got more...
He's got more pizzazz.
He's got more pizzazz.
Pitino owns it. He owns it.
He does.
Rick Pitino had a mother-daughter whorehouse for his players at Louisville. He did. And yet we're like, I kind of like Rick.
Don't get me wrong. I like the tatted up whore, too.
And by the way, the name of the house where this was going on was named after his brother-in-law who died in 9/11.
Mom and Pop's. It's Mom and Pop's shop. I mean, come on.
I don't know what it is. There's just, he's that guy. It's like in the movie, the villain or the guy, like when you get like a cool portrayal of like Satan, like Al Pacino playing the devil, where you're kind of like, I know I shouldn't because you're the devil, but kind of like what you got going on. That's Rick Pitino.
It's literally Tony Soprano.
Yes.
It's like he's a terrible person, but it's like, I'm rooting for the guy. Like, I like him.
He's the anti-hero.
He goes to therapy. I mean, come on.
There's only 2 college basketball coaches I think would be up for this award, but it's the guy who I run into at the sports book at the Wynn.
Yeah.
One of them is Jerry Tarkanian, and the other one is Rick Pitino. Do you care to guess the college basketball coach that I ran to at the sportsbook at the Wynn in Vegas?
Did you run into Rick?
Ricky P.
Did you really?
He was betting horses.
God, I love it. Yeah, well, he's a big horse guy.
I didn't talk to him or anything, but he was in there.
Were you tempted?
No. He clearly was not to be bothered.
Because I think he owns a bunch of racehorses.
Is that right? Yeah, he was very into it.
I think he breeds, and I think he's got a whole operation.
But I mean, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Any college coach you're going to run into betting horses at a Vegas casino? I'm in on that guy. Let's go. Let's go have a drink.
Or did we just become St. John's fans?
And
they're taking down Duke?
Not in the moment.
Well, you and your damn bets.
Me and my damn bets.
I have Duke too, but I will say it is such a pleasure to watch Duke lose.
It is.
I hate them, and I hate John Shire's face.
You're
I
so
want
right.
to punch it.
You're so right.
And yes, Rick Pitino does have his own stables. Old Memorial Stable.
Okay.
So.
All right, we'll empty out the tickle trunk. I've got the big rating. The ratings are in for the big flag football game.
Oh, did people watch that thing?
Do you think that they watched that thing?
I don't think so.
All right, well, I'm going to tell you.
I saw the highlights.
And Big Ben has an idea for what the Steelers should do at quarterback.
Big Ben.
We'll get to those items next here on 105.1 The Fan.
classy over there, Asachi.
Sorry about that. I had to play those. Those are some of my favorites. I don't pull those out often, but I do enjoy those. But it's just you got to be careful.
You
with
pepper them. It's a
That's
it's
right.
a little spice.
It's a Friday.
It's like the
Salt Bay.
Salt Bay.
yeah, Salt Bay.
Is that guy still a thing?
Oh, yeah. My kids Salt Bay all the time.
Do they?
Yeah.
So the Salt Bay is where you sprinkle the salt off of the forearm.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Then you go buy like a $1,200 gold steak.
Is that guy he's a chef, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is he a good chef or is he just one of those?
I don't know. He for a while there he had a moment, but I heard that like a bunch of his restaurants were like closing down, and you know people were growing tired of his bit.
Okay. So I have the numbers are in. I have them here.
Okay.
The big flag football classic. Remember that?
Yeah, Tom Brady and the likes.
Yeah, against Team USA.
Yeah, they got their asses handed to them.
How do you think that did?
I'm gonna say like 2 million people watched, million and a half. I have no idea. It was supposed to be like in Saudi Arabia, and then it got moved. I saw no one in the highlights. It looked like no one was in the crowd. But
no one was there.
people talked about it, but I didn't find out about it until it was over. I didn't realize it was even on.
650,000
Oh, yeah.
on average.
Turns out that no one wants to watch flag football.
Yeah, that's not very good. They said that is actually that's akin to a UFL game.
Ooh.
So.
What?
Yeah, it's not good. Well, I don't know. I mean,
I didn't know when was it on?
it was the last weekend.
Last weekend, Sunday.
I was on. I don't remember Saturday or Sunday. I got on Twitter and people were like, "Oh my God, the NFL players are getting embarrassed." And I was like, "Oh, flag football." But the game was already over. But there were like clips rolling around. If it was live and I saw that, I probably would have flipped over to it for 10, 15 minutes. But you're never going to get. I'm obviously not the audience for the flag football. Like, I know the NFL is pushing flag football and it's going to the Olympics and there's a big push with females. But I can't imagine that your 40-year-old, mid-40 NFL guy is your audience. I'm assuming you're trying to attract kids, females, non-traditional football fans, because I don't know how many people that watch the NFL on a regular basis then want to watch flag football.
But you as a guy who played in the NFL, are you going to watch it in the Olympics?
The Olympics will get me to watch anything. I mean, I watched biathlon, for God's sakes. Like, 4 years, you put some flags behind it. Yeah, I mean, if I'm flipping through the Olympics and flag football is on, yes, I will watch it. I cannot think of any circumstances, none whatsoever, that outside of the Olympics would I ever watch more than 5 minutes of a flag football game. It's everything I hate about football, but you got rid of everything that I like about football. It's a bunch of dudes just yelling and like showboating and prancing around, but no one actually has to get hit. There's nothing that offers me nothing. It's not football. So, but there is a big push because I think a lot now with the 7-on-7 culture is a lot of that, and people are playing this, and I think a lot of kids that don't want to get hit, that don't like getting hit.
I think the women as well.
Yeah, and the women.
I think because they're really trying to push the women flag football to get them to play football as well when they're younger.
Yeah, and this way you don't have to have your brain turned into mush. And look, I'm the first one to say football's not the funnest game in the world because it hurts. It does, and not everyone likes to get hit, and so this is a chance to kind of to broaden that scope.
Kind of.
It does.
Football's football.
Go find me anyone in the middle of a football season and be like, "Hey, do you like what you're doing?" You're gonna be like, "No, my back hurts."
Football
my neck
guy
hurts.
is just code for
okay.
You're kind of an ass.
Your coaches are a bunch of D-bags yelling at you. You got like a broken toe. Your hand's all messed up. You're on a bunch of pills, and you're like, "This is awesome."
I hate this team.
Winning football is winning football.
I wish guys that played could be more honest about it, because inside the locker room, guys do, but no one wants to hear that, away from it. You have to be like, "Oh, it's great," and there's aspects of it that you love and all that, but
yeah, you get paid a lot of money. Shut up and dribble.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then the last thing here in the tickle trunk I wanted to tell you about is Big Ben Roethlisberger, who seems to get quoted a lot, and I don't know why.
And yet everyone hates him, including the Steelers. Like, all the Steelers teammates hate him, and they're starting to kind of have enough of him, and they're calling him out.
I just don't understand why he's always... Why am I always reading about things that he says?
Yeah, because it's Ben Roethlisberger, and he says dumb crap. He's a big name.
Okay. I I mean, I guess there's a lot of big names out there I never hear from. Why him?
Well, I don't know. They don't say dumb stuff.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
But they were asking him to come up with an idea, like what would be the plan for the Steelers if they do not sign Aaron Rodgers, or if Aaron Rodgers retires.
Rodgers.
And he said, go back to Josh Dobbs.
That's the big idea?
Yeah.
I think Josh Dobbs just got cut.
Exactly. I think that was his whole point.
Oh. So that's your idea, is Josh Dobbs. Well, look, no one ever accused Ben of being the smartest guy in the world, so I don't think any of that's changed now in retirement.
He said, here's something I would consider that happened recently. He was on a podcast. That's what it is. He goes on all these podcasts with these bros.
Hey, man, got to pot it up.
Josh Dobbs just got released by New England. I would strongly, if Aaron Rodgers doesn't come back, I'd love to bring a veteran guy in like Dobbs, who's been here. Obviously, new system, not the same coaching staff, but bringing in a veteran guy.
Okay.
I think he should be the GM.
Josh Dobbs. I'll tell you what. You've done stuff in it one too many times if your answer to anything is Joshua Dobbs.
I don't know. He must like him. Wasn't Dobbs his backup for a bit?
Probably. I mean, look, Dobbs has been a backup to everybody at some point. And he's the like, yeah, he was in Pittsburgh for 2 years. By the way, I'm looking at the number of 17 total passes in Pittsburgh. He attempted 17 passes. No touchdowns and a pick. So, yeah. Let's settle down let's go back to Josh Dobbs.
but in the quarterback room,
yeah.
He was great.
Once every 2 years, Josh Dobbs has a game and a half, and then I have to listen to some talking head be like, oh,
maybe he's the guy.
Josh Dobbs. And you're like, please stop that. Because he's like a rocket scientist too. He's really smart. Yeah, he's not very good at football.
Well, the Dukies have the lead. They were down 10, and now they're slapping the floor like Coach K and who's the little never mind. They're now losing by 2.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, it's a good game.
This heavyweight fight going back and forth.
It sure is. 65-63
Wojo.
St. John's. Yeah, Wojo.
Yeah.
Used to slap the floor.
God.
Is he the most annoying player in basketball or Duke basketball?
I was watching a clip and they asked JJ Redick who the top 3 hated Duke players are, and
good.
he said him, Redick, Leitner, and then he put Wojo as 3.
Yeah, for me it's Leitner.
It's the exciting whites. Don't forget about Hurley, huh?
Yeah,
that's the thing. Hurley should be up there.
He should be for sure, but there was nothing like the hatred of Christian Leitner.
Yeah,
and I mean nothing. It's
the Michigan guys hated him.
Freaking face.
The best clip in ESPN history is when they're describing Christian Leitner, and I think it's Jimmy King that at the very end goes, a bitch.
Yeah.
they're like bully, punk, and he just gets to him and he smiles, a bitch.
Well, he was the quintessential Duke guy because, well, he's a white, good-looking guy who looks like he should be cookie dough soft, but he wasn't. No. He was tough, and he was damn good. And that was annoying as hell. Yeah, and his face was so punchable.
In the Duke documentary, that's what they said. They're like, oh, it's this rich kid. It's like, well, he wasn't a rich kid. He was just like a middle class, lower class kid that actually was tough. But he looked like he should be super rich.
He looked like Brandon Walsh from 90210. It's like Jason Priestley was out there dropping triple doubles on your ass. And you know that Leitner just ate that up.
Yep.
And then, of course, he made the Dream Team ahead of Shaq, and all the Dream Team guys hated him too. And,
what do you suppose Christian Leitner's doing these days?
I'm guessing he has a smoking hot wife and $70 million. Just
sitting there.
Yeah.
Probably lives somewhere like Minnesota, where he played. And
I was thinking
really big house.
I was thinking somewhere in New Hampshire.
Yeah, that might be right too.
Yeah, is he kind of an off the grid dude? You don't hear much about him.
I haven't heard anything from him. By all accounts in the
NBA.
He
hasn't texted you?
Well, I mean, I couldn't tell you what.
You're a sports guy?
Yeah. I've got sources, though, close to him. Don't worry.
I talked to 18 GMs today.
Yeah.
2 of them texted me back.
And they said that Christian Leitner is he's doing great. He has to be what?
Boy, I don't find anything. I'm finding nothing on him.
You're right, though. He has to have a smoking hot wife.
Right? There's no way his wife is not just an absolute smoke show.
Okay, he lives
a 9 at the worst.
And a bunch of kids probably, too. And their kids are named Ace and Chip.
Chip. He lives in Florida.
Okay. All right.
But he's from Western New York.
That's all we got?
Well, that's all I got on this particular story. Apparently he's involved in the game. He coaches clinics and things. I don't know.
Do you think he's a cool dude?
I don't know.
No?
I don't know. He was in the documentary on was it the Team USA basketball doc.
Yeah.
And he seemed like
He was self-aware.
Yeah, very self-aware and pretty cool. But I don't know. I kind of want him not to be.
Really? I kind of want him to be cool. Like that he's aware and just like he plays it up a little bit.
I also kind of want him to be the one guy. Like if there's one ex-athlete who's now like a Ted Kaczynski in the woods with his long beard and you know what I mean? Like really weirded out and just completely withdrawn from society.
That's what you want.
I think he would be my candidate.
Really?
Yeah.
That's Cherokee Parks. He went that way. Cherokee Parks like got all tatted up and because he was the lesser of the Leitners. Robert Swift did that too. He went postal. He went all Kaczynski and is insane.
All right.
Looks like his ex-wife. Picture I'm looking at, pretty all right.
Yeah.
Not what I would.
Ringing
I thought
endorsement.
better. I thought better.
Are you kidding
Well, that's
me?
why it's the X.
He upgraded. All right. What are we going to do next? You ask?
That's a good question. Does it really matter?
I don't know. Friday club. Let's have some fun. I have the world's most dangerous golf course. Would you play this?
The TGL?
I'll tell you what. I was playing today out at a place, and there was a lot of crisscross applesauce going on. You better keep your head on a swivel when you're out there.
Yeah. You mean balls flying everywhere?
Yes. Yeah.
Like not in, golf.
Whoa.
I don't want to, I'm not trying to call anything out, but it was, it's a blue-collar course on a Friday. There was a lot of people playing hooky, and I think it was the first time playing golf maybe ever or at least in a while.
Well, you know what you're getting on a blue-collar course.
You knew what you were up to. But there was definitely a lot, like every other, I'm saying every 30 seconds, 4, and you took it seriously. And a lot of one of these, I don't think we should be standing here right now.
Should have been standing there.
No.
Ow!
You see that guy? Should have been standing there.
All right. That's next. Club on the Fan.
from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Sweet 16 action tonight. A couple good games again here in the first half of the games. Right now, we're heading down to the wire. Just over 4 minutes left in the game between Duke and St. John's. And we got a tie ball game, 67 apiece in that one, while Alabama taking on Michigan, 1 seed versus 4 seed. Start of the second half, Alabama up 2 in that one. Later on tonight, Iowa State, they'll be taking on Tennessee. And according to Pete Thamel, Iowa State forward Joshua Jefferson will not play tonight against Tennessee. Of course, he suffered that ankle sprain against Tennessee Tech in the first round, missed the Kentucky game in round 2, will not play in the Sweet 16 game for Iowa State. Tiger Woods, he did not have a great day today. He was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence following a rollover accident. According to authorities, officers on the scene determined he exhibited signs of impairment, and then officials say Woods did not test positive for alcohol, but he refused to submit to a urinalysis that would have determined whether other substances were in his system. The NCAA's appeal in the Trinidad Chambers case has been denied, so as a result, the Ole Miss quarterback remains eligible for the 2026 season. The NCAA had denied Chambliss' request for a 6th year of eligibility 2 separate times, but after the court's ruling, it looks like Chambliss will be the quarterback going forward for the Ole Miss Rebels. Trailblazers back in action tonight. Their record 37-37, looking to get above 500. They take on the Dallas Mavericks from the Moda Center. Portland 10.5-point favorites in the game. Trailblazers still a half game back of the Los Angeles Clippers for that 8th seed. Right now, Clippers taking on the Pacers. Pacers up by 9 in the fourth quarter, so a chance maybe for the Blazers, with the Clippers loss and the Blazers win, to get up to that 8th seed. For more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt, missing work? Insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Balls jiggling?
You literally just blow the hell out of these hogs.
Go blow some ducks.
You need to get the cob out of your ass.
You can shove that up your little pumpkin ass. You can take your Halloween and shove it up your little kid ass. Shove that straight up your
we
little
apologize.
kid ass. Black Dawn.
It's time for the club, baby, on 105.1 and 1080. The Fan. Hoo-wee.
Black, please. Thank you. Hi.
Oh boy.
What?
Nothing.
Apparently they don't like the blacks. They're trying to give them back.
This show.
Boy, you ain't kidding.
Yeah.
This show.
I remind myself of that every day when I show up. Why did I join
What am I
this
doing?
show?
What has my life become?
You're still an a moron. Then someone asks what you do for a living. You're like, well, it's a good question.
I can't explain it to you.
I press buttons that make racist jokes and fart jokes.
I get taken out of context a lot. That's what I tell them.
But that's not all, folks.
Yeah, I was golfing today with a banker and a finance guy, and I was like, I don't know, man.
No.
I do this. I don't know what to tell you.
Duke St. John's is a barn burner. I believe it's tied with 3 minutes left.
I thought the Dukies were up.
Duke up 3.
Yeah.
Oh, they're up 3.
Boozer just got
It was,
named 1.
it was
that's
tied. The lesser of the boozers.
This game is so good. They're going at it.
Yeah, and I like that they're letting them play a little bit, too. It's getting a little loose out there.
A vicious cockfight.
It is a vicious cockfight.
So I've got the world's most dangerous golf course.
Talk to me.
I'm wondering if you will play this course.
Depends on what kind of danger are we in.
Well, exactly.
I never really understood the idea, especially at this point in my life. Like, I mean, I'm not going to say that I'm like hiding from things, but let's also take into account like the adrenaline rush. I'm not sure the juice is worth the squeeze at this point.
Well, I mean, I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, how dangerous could a golf course be?
Well, here's my thing. Like when I'm playing, like if I play golf in Mexico or in Arizona, you can leave a little bit of bend, and you hit one like you're playing in the desert, and you hit one into the scrub brush. Do you go looking for it?
No,
I don't. No,
I'm out.
Yeah, because you know what's in the scrub brush? Yeah, little things with pointy teeth, and I don't do that. Everyone's like, "Oh, you'll be fine." Well, no. Same thing when I lived in Florida. I hit one by water. Guess what? that's OB. Well, the ball's right there. It's by the water. Yeah, I ain't going over there. Like it's just there's just certain things at this point in my life that are and a $2 golf ball is not worth a rattlesnake bite or a gator attack. And you're like, what are the odds of it? You know what the odds of me getting bit? 0 if I don't go into the scrub brush and I don't go over by the water.
Mama didn't raise no bitch.
Well, a little bit she did.
She kind of did, it sounds like. No,
you
look,
say raise a bitch. I say raise a rational, smart adult male that weighs pros and cons.
all of that is very common.
Yeah.
What you're talking about.
Yeah.
So that's not, like, you're not talking in the right levels of danger here. You know.
My mom is adorably racist. We talking about the dude, like, slicing one over your head? Is that sort of danger?
That could be any course.
I told you, I played out at a place today, and there was, and someone pointed out, it's probably teachers on spring break that haven't golfed in like a year and a half. I'm telling you, man, I saw some stuff out there on the course today that I was not prepared for. I was like, whoa. We've seen, there was some low-flying airplanes coming across. And at no point did I take sometimes you're on the course, you may be looking at your phone, or, they got the wedge out and you're kind of cleaning the grooves. No. My head was up and aware at all times.
Incoming.
Yes.
Well, Duke's now up 6. And, there's a 3. Duke's up 3.
The Dukies.
Every time I say something, it changes. No, this is in, so this is a golf course that lies less than 500 yards to the south of the demilitarized zone, which is the buffer between North and South Korea.
Yeah.
Okay, so it says here, nestled amid a triangle of live mines, an 18-foot-high security fence with barbed wire, a 6-foot-deep trench, an empty machine gun nest, a ginseng field, an army bunker, tigers, a vampire deer, and something called a man-bear pig, lies a 192-yard par 3.
Why? I'm guessing this. You can probably walk onto this course at any time you want.
Welcome to Camp Boniface. The base was named after Captain Arthur. I guess it's Boniface? Boniface?
Sure, let's go with that.
He's an American who was slain by the North Korean Army in 1976 with pick handles, knives, clubs, and axes. The axe murder incident, as it's referred to, started as a dispute over tree pruning. The Americans trimmed a poplar tree that the Koreans claimed was planted by Kim Il-sung, the founder of North Korea.
So you can't have that.
So they axed him.
It's right out.
Yeah, you can't be trimming Sung's trees, dude.
No, it's right out.
20 North Korean Army members crossed what's known as the Bridge of No Return, which straddles the military demarcation line between the two nations and was used for prisoner exchanges during the Korean War. Once they crossed, the North Koreans used some of the axes left by Boniface. I'm going to go with Boniface.
Sure.
And attacked him and fellow American Mark Barrett. Both were bludgeoned to death. The Americans responded with Operation Paul Bunyan, a sort of green-thumbed show of force. They cut the rest of the tree down, minus the stump, and the Koreans stood down. But the golf course, now, more accurately, this is just a golf hole, remains a necessary diversion for American and South Korean soldiers who are stationed there, because it is these soldiers located less than a mile and a half from the North Korean border who would potentially be among the first casualties should war break out.
Sure.
Despite the surroundings, the course is functional. The tee box sits 50 feet above the fairway. which itself is on top of an empty machine gun nest. The course is all artificial turf, though short in distance. It's a seriously tough hole, and we're not saying that because of the whole war thing. Strong wind gusts from the North Korea side makes no shot easy, and there's a reason Sports Illustrated called it the most dangerous hole in golf.
Yeah, I see it right here.
There is a place where soldiers sleep with boots on and laces tied, where a colonel once said that, according to the New York Times, our ability to survive a strike on Camp Boniface is minimal. This is a base with no families allowed. It's nothing like nearby Camp Casey in South Korea, which boasts a 9-hole golf course, fast food restaurants, and a movie theater.
Bunch of candy asses over there.
But apparently, the North Korean, this is what makes it the most dangerous, the North Koreans have guns pointed at it.
Yeah, because in the demilitarized zone, like, you can see the other side, and yes, they do. My daughter lives over there, and I can ask her if she can get you some merch over there. They sell a T-shirt. You want something?
I'll take a hat.
Yeah, she says when you go there, she says it is kind of a trip because the soldiers they engage in each other, like they're what do they call them, like mirrors? So like for every North Korean soldier, there's a South Korean soldier, and yes, they're often pointing guns.
So
at
would
each
you
other.
go play golf at a course where you have guns pointed at you? You down for that?
I don't think so. And like I'm looking here, the green is artificial too.
Well, that's what it said.
Yeah, it's like,
They got to pass the time somehow.
yeah. I mean, look, here's my man just sitting.
I've seen it. Like
sitting there with his gun.
dude, he's not just like. He's like 20 feet away from you with his gun pointed at you.
Well, I kind of feel like if
Bro.
I'm going over there for Christmas, I kind of feel like I need to go. I need to go play this hole.
You take your sticks?
Well, no, it's one hole. Like I just,
No, get your sticks over there. Let's go.
I feel
Dress
like-
like Tiger Woods.
I feel like I can borrow a wedge and get out there. It's a little par 3. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you. Because my daughter, when we're going over there for Christmas, she's like, "What are you gonna want to go? What do you want to do?" I think I need to go play this hole.
Yeah, so there is a gift shop, like you said. There's actually a surprising number of tourists who get through there.
Yeah.
They said like 1,000 a day.
Now I don't like the landmine thing. Again, I think this is one we don't go searching for the lost ball.
Andrew Luck visited. Randy Johnson visited. Paula Kramer popped in.
Yeah.
To play around.
Well, play a hole, right?
Well, it's around.
It's around.
It's
It's around. Yeah, I'm in. I'm gonna make this happen. I'll pick you up a hat. Maybe a nice. You want a golf towel, perhaps?
No, I don't need a towel. I just need a hat.
Need a hat.
I need a towel.
Yeah. Now here's the thing. Would you rather? Because now I'm looking up most dangerous golf courses in the world. Would you rather play that, or would you rather play the Skazusa golf course in South Africa? Because that's a 9-hole golf course, and there's no fences. No, nothing. And you will encounter lions, hippos, leopards, hyenas frequently wander onto the course.
Whoa.
You have to sign a waiver before playing.
I'll bet.
There have been incidents. The last one was in 2024. A staff member was killed by a leopard.
No.
The ninth hole is adjacent to Lake Panic, which is heavily populated by Nile crocodiles. So there is multiple warning signs telling you to not go in the water. So I ask you, would you rather play the South Korean course, or do you want to go play this one in South Africa? Because to be honest with you, I think that one's the most dangerous golf course in the world.
Look, here's the thing. The thing about this course, the Korean course, is that while the North Koreans have guns drawn at all times, they're not going to shoot me.
Yes.
It's a novelty. People are strolling. Andrew Luck. Look, if Andrew Luck can play it, I'll play it.
Sure.
But boy, that one, I'm out.
You can't control the wild animals.
I'm not sure which is the most terrifying part of that. Lions, leopards, hippos, hyenas, gators. I guess crocodile. The hippo?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, what if you're just wandering out in the middle and a hippo comes cruising across? I'm guessing you stay in the golf cart and you floor it, but I don't think you can outrun a hippo. The fact that a staff member, that makes me because that guy is there a lot and he didn't see the leopard coming.
I'm out. I'm out, boys.
I'd like a hat from the place, but I don't play.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a hat with a lion on it.
There's another one in Indonesia that sits on the slopes of the most active volcano in Southeast Asia. That one does erupt and occasionally kills tourists.
We saw that on the TGL, though.
Yeah.
They're fine.
Yeah, they're fine. Yeah, they played in an active
They
volcano.
erupted.
There's one
How
in
do they clean that? Like, how do they, if it erupts occasionally and kills people? I mean, isn't the golf course now not functional?
Because there's bodies and
Well, there's lava.
Well, I mean, no.
Is there not?
Well, when I
like
was
a sand trap. But
Debris?
when I was in Iceland, the course that was over there that I played on, that was cool because they had like midnight golf. You can, it's free golf after like 11 o'clock at night but it's still sun out, and that's on. It's not really grass. It's like soot. It's like a volcanic ash. So it's golf, but it's not. I don't think you're gonna like. It's not lush fairways. I think there's kind of a gimmicky thing behind that. There's one in Kabul, Afghanistan.
No thanks.
Yeah. And they say the scary part about that is you do have to deal with unexploded ordnances.
So, in other words, I could just step on a mine and my life's over?
Yes.
Just to play golf?
Just to play golf. No.
Yeah, no thanks.
There's one in Greenland, which I'm not going to attempt, but it is known for temperatures dropping below minus 50 degrees, requiring the use of orange balls and posing a high risk of frostbite.
No thanks.
No. And there's one in Australia that is known for having, where there's bull sharks living in its water, but that's not the scary one. This course, it's called Carbrook Golf Course. It is home to 4 of the 10 deadliest snakes in the world that live on its golf course. That might actually be number 1 for me.
Yeah. Again, I've told you the story in Sacramento where we played this place where they have a snake wrangler.
Yeah.
They have so many rattlesnakes that they take snakes off the course daily.
Yeah.
And we played there and never saw a snake.
I'm not doing that.
But
4 of the top 10?
deadly, yeah,
4
like,
of the top 10.
I'm out. Yeah, no.
When the bull shark is
Look,
the
there's a lot of golf courses, dude.
Exactly.
I don't need to be playing where there's deadly animals.
Right. So, in my humble opinion, number 1 and number 2, it's the South African course and it's this Australia one. So what do? Do you play in Australia where you got the bull sharks, which seems to be easy to avoid, 4 of the top 10 deadliest snakes in the world, or do you go with the one with lions, leopards, hippos,
I got to tell
and
you,
the hyena?
You know me, I hate snakes.
Yeah.
I'm playing the snake course.
Really?
I think they're avoiding me more. Dude, if a lion sees me and wants me, I'm dead.
Because aren't the snakes going to kind of be hiding in the tall grass?
You won't see the snakes. I'm not. Believe me, I'm stepping.
If I'm not in the fairway, I'm not going to get in my ball.
I'm riding a hoverboard the whole time.
I'm dropping it.
That's fairway or
Yeah, it's fairway.
Yes.
It's a drop. Fairway or drop.
And by the way, every time I walk up to my ball, I am looking probably about a 20-foot radius around it.
Can I play in some sort of chainmail? Like, like they have those snake wrangler boots that like the waders, and like they got like sheet metal on them. I need that. I don't. 4 of the top 10? I don't like that at all.
Well, which ones are they?
I need 10 or top
I need
10?
to know.
Top 5?
Pit viper or like what are the
Because if
deadliest?
it's 7, 8, 9, 10. If it's 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe that's a different story.
Yeah.
Do they have like snake? Is there
snake rankings?
Yeah.
Top
they
25.
Do, sure. What are the deadliest snakes in the world?
Okay,
Find out what snakes are on that course. We need details here.
All right, I got
It's
them
a very
here.
important life or death decision.
All right, this is what is occurring at
Can
this
you
golf
hold that?
course. Yeah,
do
I
we
can
need to
hold
break?
it.
Is this our first segment?
let's
still?
break.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
guys.
break.
Oh,
let's
Jeebus.
let's
Sorry.
take a break. Okay. And by the way, Duke is up 3 with 2 seconds left and headed to the foul line.
Yeah.
So it looks like they're going to hold on.
Dukies.
All right, we'll be right back on the Fan.
from here.
All right, you sportsers. Duke wins. They're on to the Elite Eight. They'll play the winner of UConn, Michigan State. And Michigan has taken control of Alabama. They're up by 10 in the second half. That's what we have going on.
Yeah.
All right, what'd you find out?
Okay, so good news, bad news. Now, it does not have, this golf course in Australia, it does not have the deadliest snake in Australia.
Okay, and that's what?
That's
Black
the,
mamba?
That's the inland taipan, known as the fierce snake. It is the most toxic venom actually in the world. But it lives in remote regions and is very shy. So I guess you don't really have to worry about it unless you're out doing dumb crap. And it does not have it. But it does have the eastern brown snake, which ranks as the second most venomous snake in the world, responsible for the majority of snakebite deaths in Australia due to its presence and its heavily populated areas. So that one it does have.
Okay.
Now, it does not have the inland taipan. It does have the coastal taipan, though, which ranks as the third most venomous snake in Australia and the eighth most venomous snake in the world. It has large fangs and high venom volumes, and it is found in amongst the trees. So if
don't like that.
You don't want to go. If you hit one into the trees, you want nothing to do with that. That's
well, aren't they all there though?
Well, they're all there.
I'm trying to picture these golf courses again, I just don't think you would see these snakes.
Mm-hmm. Well, and then it also is home to the common death adder. Not, of course, just
No, thank you.
a rapid ambush predator that lies in leaf litter and has one of the fastest strikes in the world. It is the 10th most deadly snake in the world. This is the one, by the way, that apparently you're supposed to be most wary of because it is an ambush predator. It is very aggressive, and you will not know it's there.
When you got death in the name, like that, I'm out. I'm out on that one.
See, your description of that one terrifies me. Which one is that again?
That is the common death adder. And apparently that is the one on the golf course that you need to be most worried about because it makes it hides.
And it's going to ambush you.
It ambushes you. And so whether it's prey or it feels threatened, it says that you will not know it's there.
You made a good point in the break. You said they're going to hide in the hole. Like you actually, you put it in.
Yeah, I am reaching in that hole, man.
Yeah.
Well, the holes are...
I don't care. You tend the hole.
You tell me the death adder can't get in the hole there?
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Well, but they wouldn't be able to get through the cups.
I don't know.
I don't
You
think...
go ahead and reach into
Yeah,
it
go
then.
for it.
you can see in there.
Go ahead. Do it. Not doing it. And then the other one is that it's also home to the mainland tiger snake. This one on the golf course, apparently you have to be wary of in any of the wet parts of the course because it likes to hang out. It is an aquatic snake. So not only do you have to worry about any of the bull sharks that are in the water, which you wouldn't go in, but it encourages you to not go to any of the marshy areas as well due to the mainland tiger snake. It is highly venomous. It is the sixth most deadly snake in the world. It is known for its distinctive stripes and, of course, the wet environments. So there you go.
So I've got that, or I've got lions and
You got all the
hippos.
Yes.
And
in 2024, a staff member was indeed mauled by a leopard. There are no fences.
what else? What other animals?
So there's lions, leopards, hippos, and hyenas. They wander onto the course. There is no fences. You do have to sign a waiver.
Do you have to sign a waiver at the snake course?
Yes. Bold waivers.
Boy, it's a tough call.
Yeah. And then the ninth hole is adjacent to Lake Panic, which is heavily populated by the crocodiles. So you do have to be wary, apparently. And that's really only the ninth hole, but you do have to be aware of the crocodiles in and out of the water.
I think I'm playing the snake course. Sports gun to head, I'm playing
Snake
the snake
course?
course. I think that it's possible that you go that whole 18 holes and never see a snake.
I'm sure it is.
But I would be terrified the whole time.
Yeah. And I'm guessing like what you were saying, because you played that course that had snake wranglers. I'm guessing that this place in Australia probably has snake wranglers as well, right? Like, they have to do
Yeah,
right?
or they do something to keep them away from you.
Yeah.
Or maybe not.
I would think.
Maybe there's like
But I'll tell you what, I'm
play at
looking
your own
at
risk.
some photos. There's a lot of water on this course, and that makes me very, I don't know, man. See, here's the thing. At least this is so dumb of me, but at least with like the leopards and the lions, I feel like I can see them. And if I can see something, at least like
the hell are you going to do?
Nothing, but at least I can see it. I have a chance to run.
You can prepare.
I can prepare. The fear is that while I would be scared on the golf course, I think I would only be scared a handful of times in the one in South Africa. Because again, leopards, lions, they're not going to be like those aren't.
But aren't they going to sneak around too? They're going to be on their little bellies crawling
around. They're
going
to ambush you.
I think.
I feel like I'm going to get ambushed more by the African animals.
Yes. Oh, no. See, I think the other way with the snake.
No, the snakes will ambush you. But I think they're all ambush predators.
Death adder, they say in there that its whole thing is that it hides and you don't know that it's there.
They're all that way. That's how lion is just going to walk out in the fairway and look at you and go,
Sup, dude?
Sup? I'm going to eat you now.
This is an article from 2023. After heavy flooding in the 90s, 6 bull sharks crossed over from a flooded river nearby onto a lake at Cedar Golf Course in Australia, and now they're breeding there. So again, you have an entire
bull sharks.
Bull sharks.
Well, I'm not going into the water though.
Apparently not.
You know.
There's an article from CNN. That's how scary Australia is. That the waters flood, and now there's bull sharks living on a golf course, and everyone's like, whatever.
Yeah, Deal's right. Why aren't the Australians just dominating golf? They play on courses where hitting into the water or woods could result in death. Fairways only.
Maybe that's the thing is you don't really get a chance to work on the rough parts of your game,
That's true, but you hit a lot of fairways when there's deadly snakes just off of it.
All the golf coaches make you go get your own ball. Hit in the water, go get it.
No, to be fair, I'm with you in that. My guess is you probably play both of these golf courses and nothing happens.
Right.
But my fear level on the Australian course, I think, would be higher, and I think I would enjoy myself less because I would be in a constant state of panic. Whereas the one in Africa, I feel like unless I was like near the tall grass, open fairways, give everyone a lot of room. Occasionally, yes, maybe in the distance you see a hippo come running across and you just give it lots of room. Like when you golf in Alaska, you have to do some of this. Like bears, you'll see a bear cruising across the fairway, and when it happens, you turn around, you back off, and you go way around it. You give it a big space, and you almost never see them, but it does happen. But the snake one, man, just wherever I go, even the first cut of rough, just a little bit of rough.
Now, you could kill it with a golf club.
Yeah, you go swinging at the death adder and see what happens. I'm not. No.
Well, look, if you come face to face with the death adder, I am swinging a golf club. You better damn believe it.
Where you have no shot with a golf club against a lion.
Exactly. A lion doesn't care about your 5-iron. Tiger. We already saw that with a tiger.
That's true. Yeah, no chance.
This is a little Tiger Woods humor for you guys.
The idea that a staff member, I'd like to know what that staff member was doing. Was he raking a trap?
Right.
I need more info.
Right.
But I don't like the fact that a staff member was mauled by a leopard.
Is it possible they could tell you where, if there are animals nearby?
I would think so.
They could be like, hey, just warning you, the
like
hyenas.
Yeah,
the hyenas are out on the putting green.
Yeah. Well, my dad was a course marshal in Alaska. They would often do that, and they would close holes. They'd be like, hey, by the way, you'd get a par on 9 and 10 because a bear made a kill out on the fairway, so we're just going to skip those 2 holes. Or they'd give you a heads up and be like, hey, there's a grizzly been sighted over there on number 8. So
I'm on my best round, though. I got to finish the round, dude. I got to get 18.
Yeah. What if
first shot goes right into the carcass?
Play it as it lies,
Play it
bitch.
as it
Play it as it lies, bitch. You'll be fine.
What if I offered you money to play these courses?
Yeah, I mean, I would.
You're okay?
I would. Like,
you take the cash?
You're going to play there and you're going to be fine.
I mean, they are working golf courses.
Golf courses.
People play there.
Yes. I wouldn't enjoy myself. Yeah, I mean, I'd play for money. Nothing's going to happen. It's just,
Yeah.
There's a lot of warning. I'm looking at there's a lot of warning signs. A lot of no swimming signs at this one.
I just don't understand why you would play there.
Oh. Yeah, it looks like
no sense.
Looks like a nice course. Got a good rating.
No.
All right, we got to take a break.
Some bros in jeans out here, just some little kids. I don't think it looks like a family-friendly type course.
How to clean your underwear in a hotel room.
Oh,
here's Steven.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the fan, Sweet 16 action going on right now. In the first game, Duke, the 1 seed, they beat St. John's 80-75. Did not cover that one, though. But Duke will be heading to the Elite Eight. While in the other game, 8 minutes left in the second half, Michigan, the 1 seed, up 75-64 over the 4 seed Alabama. In the late game, Tennessee taking on Iowa State. Some bad news for Iowa State. Their star forward, Joshua Jefferson, according to Pete Thamel, will not be playing in that game. He was a game-time decision, but he will not play with that injured ankle that he got in the first game against Tennessee Tech, and then he missed the game against Kentucky, but he will not be playing against Tennessee. Tiger Woods, also, bad day for him. He was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence following a rollover accident, according to authorities near his home in Florida. Officers on the scene determined he exhibited signs of impairment. Officials say Woods did not test positive for alcohol, but he did refuse to submit a urinalysis that would have determined whether other substances were in his system. The NCAA's appeal in the Trinidad Chambliss case has been denied, so as a result, Chambliss will remain eligible for the Ole Miss Rebels in 2026. The NCAA had denied Chambliss's request twice, but he kept fighting it in the courts, and now Chambliss will get a 6th year of eligibility to be the quarterback for the Ole Miss Rebels. And the Trailblazers, they are playing at the Moda Center tonight against the Dallas Mavericks. 37-37 on the season are your Trailblazers, half game back from the LA Clippers. Clippers were in Indiana tonight. They were in a close one, but the Clippers pulled it out. With 1 second left, Clippers are up 114-113. Looks like Clippers are going to pull that one out and win that one, so the Trailblazers will continue to be a half game behind the Clippers for that 8th seed. For more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt, visiting work, insurance companies act like jerks. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Get a life, bro.
Well, internet is a buzz. Once again, as you know, it likes to do. It likes to buzz.
There is always a buzz. It's what the internet does.
Yeah, this woman has revolted people.
What you do now?
Well, she's an influencer.
Of course. I don't understand how people haven't universally revolted against influencers yet.
Content creator.
Like, you would think that old Clavicular by now, someone would have just taken the Tiger Woods 5-iron to his face.
Well, I don't do this often, but every once in a while, I scroll through Instagram.
Yeah.
And look, it's not hard to see why people get addicted to that.
Yeah.
Because, it populates all a bunch of golf videos and stuff for me.
Sure.
For my wife, it's like all little cute puppy videos or animal videos.
They know what you want to see,
They know.
and they spoon feed you.
And I got to tell you, some of the golf content is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Like these people, whoever these people are, I don't know who these people are, but I assume that they are content creators, they're influencers. I don't know what they do. They're funny.
Yeah.
They're good. They're clever. I get a chuckle, and then I move on with my day. So, people aren't revolting against them because they're putting out good content.
Are they?
Some of them.
Some.
Not all of them. Now, this woman is under fire because everyone, like I said, everyone's revolted. She put out a hack on how to clean your underwear in a hotel room if you didn't pack enough clean undies.
Okay. Is that... Don't we all know you just wash it in the sink and then hang
This
dry?
is exactly what I said. I'm like, why can't you just wash it with hot water and soap?
Yeah, makes sense. I mean,
Don't hotels provide you soap?
Like a normal person.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like that hard.
But this is content creator Tara Woodcocks, and she
I thought you were
explained
about to drop a woodcock on me.
She explained her bizarre and rather gross hack. She says, say you're traveling and you didn't pack enough underwear, and you're like, oh my gosh, what am I going to wear tomorrow? Every room has a coffee pot in it. And all you have to do is put your underwear where you put the coffee grounds.
Oh, boy.
You close it, you press brew, and it puts scorching hot water through it. Then the hair dryer in the bathroom, you blow dry those bad boys, and you've got yourself a cleaner pair of underwear to wear.
Huh.
And then she said,
I'm guessing people aren't thrilled because now we're drinking coffee
Yes!
out of your panty water.
Dude, I always use those coffee things.
I do not, but
You're lucky.
yeah.
You're not
and maybe,
getting somebody's...
And maybe that's why I don't. Although, you know what? Some people probably,
Some people are going to be doing it on purpose
you
now.
probably charge for that. You could probably sell her. Is she hot? She's
I
an
don't know.
influencer.
Yeah, where'd you stay last night?
Yeah. What's her name? Tara
What room?
Her name is Tara Woodcocks?
Woodcocks.
Is that right? Did I say that? Yeah,
Yeah.
Tara Woodcocks.
Yeah, she's internet personality.
She
Oh
hot?
yeah, people would.
Super hot.
Well, no, but
Drink her coffee panty water?
I
Gross!
definitely think there would be a group of people
God.
that would drink her coffee panty water. She's not.
No.
I love that drop. I'm sorry, that
It's
is
so
a
good.
fantastic drop.
Yeah.
No.
No. Yeah. Well, I feel like this is what there's always a lot of these life hacks that
Yeah, why?
You don't
just
need-
like you said, just wash your...
we've all done. Like
Oh, no.
I think I travel pretty light. Like I will never check a bag. I went to Italy for 2 weeks, didn't check a bag. And so yes, there are times where you do need to wash something. And if you Airbnbs, are easy because they usually have, washing machines. But if they don't, that's what the sink's for. Hang dry it and you're good to go.
Oh.
Who needs a hack to wash your panties?
She also said that she was surprised at how many people responded that they already knew that hack. And then she was also surprised at how many people responded that was disgusting and she should get off the internet. So,
Well, I mean,
very polarizing, Ms. Woodcocks.
I do see it here. It is a little weird, because it's an unnecessary.
Totally.
Yeah, it's just not something that you need to do.
By the way, one of the texters just alerted us to this,
Yeah.
and it is true. I just looked it up. Clavicular arrested.
Yeah, I think he shot a gator.
They're calling it battery. He shot a gator?
Yeah, him and a bunch of the other fame mongers or whatever the hell you're calling them. They were on like a fan boat, and you couldn't really see it because they blurred it out, but they all unloaded on a gator. Like they just they shot it 100 times. And in Florida, you can't. They take their gator stuff seriously down there. Like that wildlife. That's
you can't be doing that.
No, you can't be doing
What
that.
is that about? Sicko.
Well, they're douches, and they wanted to shoot an alligator. So yeah, I think I saw that he got.
Yeah, that is what it is. Wait, is that what it is?
Yeah, he shot a gator.
Well, I know he did that, but I don't know that that's why he got arrested.
Yeah, I did not read the story, but I'm fairly certain that's what happened. He got arrested for some sort of animal cruelty thing.
Well, they said battery. They're calling it battery.
Oh, well, I mean, you can call it whatever you want. He shot a gator. Maybe that's why you can't murder a gator, so you batter a gator. I saw it on TMZ when I was I don't know. I was scrolling TMZ and I saw it.
Yeah, no, this is a separate charge. It says earlier this week the streamer had made headlines for appearing to repeatedly shoot a dead alligator while in the Everglades.
Oh, okay, that's the one I saw.
In the midst of a live stream.
Yeah.
They're not giving any details of this arrest. Anyway, I saw his his stupid mugshot
Sure. So he did get arrested for that.
for battery,
Yeah.
not the alligator.
Oh. I'm so confused because.
No.
So what did he get arrested? We don't know.
We don't know. They're just not telling us.
Oh. See, this is the one I don't get. Like, you said that people are putting on good cut. Like, this is the sort of guy that someone eventually, like, I don't get how anyone likes him. Like, I guess it's the whole Andrew Tate thing. Like, I don't get how they're popular. Like, what about them? They're horrible human beings. Like, awful in every shape and form. I don't get how they're popular.
Yeah, it looks like he just got in a brawl.
Oh.
He was hammered and got in a brawl.
Did he at least get his ass whooped?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says an Airbnb. What is this guy's name? Peters?
Peters. I don't know.
Well, his real name.
Oh,
Clavicular. Shockingly, Clavicular, not his real name.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, it says the antics of online influencer known as Clavicular have once again earned him attention. The looks-maxing live streamer who is 20 years old, his real name is Braden Peters, was arrested on Thursday night on a misdemeanor battery charge related to a fight between his girlfriend and another influencer. Apparently at an Airbnb he was renting near Orlando, his girlfriend, Violet, got into a shouting, shoving, and pummeling match with another woman. It's a strange thing to call it.
The old pummeling.
You ever get into a pummeling match?
Can't say I've ever pummeled.
And Peters posted the conflict to social media after responding at the time. And investigating, officials determined that Braden Peters instigated the fight and posted it on social media to exploit the two women.
Oh.
So he's just,
Yeah.
It's all about content.
He's just a terrible human being.
Have you watched that? There is one of these. Now, this does not come as a recommend because, it's just a bunch of douchebags, and they're exactly like you think they are.
Sure.
But there is a documentary that appeared on Netflix, I think. Again, here I go with that. Let me just look it up.
Mm-hmm.
It's new. I just watched it the other night. Louis Theroux, he's a documentarian.
I don't know if I know him.
British guy, I think.
Okay.
He posted a new... Yeah, it's on Netflix. He posted a new documentary called Inside the Manosphere.
Okay.
And he follows some of these donkeys, and they give him access.
Yeah.
And they're all very weary of it.
Uh-huh.
But it's kind of interesting to watch because these are the clavicular type guys. It's those types of guys. And and Louis Theroux's trying to get to the heart of like what makes these guys, like what are they doing? And basically it's super simple. It's first of all, they all were wronged by their daddies. Like they all have serious issues from their childhood. And so they're just these broken men who project as strong, but they're not.
Yeah.
And the other thing is it's all about content. 100% does not matter. Don't care if I'm the butt of the joke. Don't care if I get my ass kicked. Don't care if somebody else. There are no morals. It's content. And that is it. And they've capitalized on it to the tunes of millions and millions of dollars.
I just don't get who the guys that look up to this. Like, I can't process it. But like you said, maybe it's just simple and
it's guys who hate women. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's the whole incel thing. But like that Andrew Tate guy, he goes like top G. That guy like actually went into like one of these celebrity boxing matches. He's the biggest candy ass of all. He got beat up by a guy that like.
Well, yeah, none of them are tough.
And yet he still has this image as the toughest man. I don't.
It's just they know what to say.
You would think that ends his career, but he still has all his minions.
You know what the worst part of this doc? The worst part of this doc is Thoreau finds some of their fans because he walks the streets with these guys, and these young bros come up to him like, "Oh my God, it's oh my God, you inspire me!" And then Thoreau interviews him like, "What is it about this guy?" He's like, "Man, he just inspires me to keep going and never give up." It's just like really weird stuff.
If you think Andrew Tate is a man that you should look up to,
well, he's not in it, but
help.
There's a couple of guys that are like
yeah.
him. Anyway, we got to wrap it up next on The Fan. Oh, we got 30 seconds. Okay, I was looking up who the influencers were that are in that documentary by Louis Theroux.
Yeah.
It's called Inside the Manosphere. He follows around Harrison Sullivan, HS Tiki Taki. He's a British guy he's kind of the main guy in it. Yeah. Justin Waller, a Miami-based influencer. Myron Gaines, he's the worst one. I don't know if you ever heard of him. Awful. And then Sneeko.
Dude, young men need real heroes in the worst way.
All right, everybody have a great weekend. We are back Monday, 3 to 7 on the Fan. Good night.